ball bags. Anyways, thanks for joining us. We're here with
We
Danny,
don't see those.
Lisa, and I.
Maybe they need to start showing that stuff, the bat wing and whatnot, you know?
What the fuck is that? Is that a TikTok thing? Bat wing?
It's from waiting.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Faggot. Okay, made you look.
It's that whole thing. With
Yes. Anyways, this is Wrestling Gab. Thanks everybody for joining us today for this daytime Emmy award-winning WWE pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. Anyways, we do have our guest here, Danny. He's with us today. He's behind the screen. Hello, everybody, he says.
You can't see him. His time is now.
Yeah, he's playing a John Cena, even though he's there. Anyways, Sophie's the only one in the chat right now. Says hi, and I like that they showed the promo segment between Cody and Randy last night from a phone perspective.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Wasn't it because they had technical difficulties with their
they screwed up
their
audio.
mics and audio stuff? Oh wait, no. Big companies never have those problems. Oh.
We do.
Jeez.
We're giant.
Giving us a hard time about our shit.
We have over 3,000 subscribers.
Millions upon millions of people have fucked over Sophie. So whoever watched SmackDown yesterday afternoon missed the opening Randy Cody segment. Yeah, so that was the part that, you know, of course we watched a little bit of because we were here, even though it was all recorded. And then we gave all the spoilers because we didn't want to stick around. Because, ew. And what's even great is that we knew the spoilers, so we didn't even watch it, which is even better.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. So I have no idea what happened. So when Danny said that CM Punk had bear stuff on, I had no idea.
No bears.
No bears.
Well, isn't he from, like, Chicago or some shit?
No, Danny's from here.
No, not Danny.
I know.
That
joking.
dumbass.
But yes, he's from there.
I'm against the man guy. Who thinks he's so cool.
I wonder if he
'cause
made
pees
AJ
with
move
his
there or if he
penis.
just doesn't live there.
He made... Oh,
April.
I doubt they
April
live
Jalopy.
there all.
April Janet.
I bet you anything, they probably have shit in California or Florida would be my guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing more California because that seems like a CM Punk area. Very southern, liberally kind of goofball. Sophie is being racist. I heard a camel eat the power cords. Well,
That's not racist. Camels can eat power cord. I know. I get it. It's just not racist. Just because, like, there's
Was the
camels
camel in the wrestling ring? I mean, why didn't it take out the power for everything?
Now,
why?
if she would have
Why
said,
was
like,
it just the audio?
let me turn this racist real quick. So if she would have said that somebody in the crowd rode their camel in, and then it ruined their stuff, now we're talking.
So he says Raw going to be at 6 for me Monday. That will be dinner time for most people. Yeah, it'll be 4 o'clock for us.
I don't even know if we could do it.
Is it recorded?
No.
Is it live? Oh, they're doing a live
Yeah,
one?
because they're going to record the one after it, too. For SmackDown.
Well, technically, you could start and I could just scare and it'd only be about 10 minutes later.
Oh, that sucks that you won't be here. We can't do it. Oh, look.
Oh, because you're a big whiny baby pants that can't do anything for himself, right? Oh, no. I'm surprised
never
you can even
whined in
hold
my
your own
life.
penis to pee.
Means you're cool.
You need a crutch.
Does it have penis?
Because you need it so you can pee. Slap a penis out there so you can go to the bathroom because you can't do it for yourself.
I didn't know I was the horse guy.
Or not.
And 28 years later.
You just are so lazy you can't do it yourself. Is this what we're starting out with?
King of the Ring, baby! Whoever wins this is going to be crowned the king.
King of the Ring, huh?
Now,
and then they get a chance at the championship. Oh my god, who's going to win?
No, I mean, Randy has to make better sense, but how? And the only reason I say that is because Randy would look cooler with the crown on, with this.
Do they wear crowns anymore?
Yeah, they have it in a glass case of emotion somewhere.
Why?
They just showed it.
So it wasn't in a glass case.
Oh, I thought.
Last night, I don't think it was just sitting out there. I mean, they have when they had them.
Oh.
During the weeks when they came out, but last night in the middle of the ring they didn't. It was just kind of on its own little stand.
Dude, this crowd is so hyped that they had to like calm them down a couple times for SmackDown.
Not surprising. I could see that.
Like they hated Quitter so bad that they honestly were like starting to kind of worry about her safety.
Oh no!
Like the people in the back. Obviously, there's nothing gonna happen to her, but.
Oh, her safety? Yeah, somebody could totally take her out.
Dude, it was like deafening loud.
Like
they were telling her to fuck off. The whole crowd.
They should tell her to fuck off.
Or no, shut the fuck up.
Why were they so mad?
They just don't like her. And I'm not saying like they're racist or anything because I obviously don't know every person there. But I will tell you that anytime a black wrestler comes out, they hate him. They hate Jade Cargill. And it takes a special kind of somebody to hate Jade Cargill because she is beautiful. And they booed her like crazy. Bianca Belair booed her out of the building. And then now Naomi came out and they're like, shut the fuck up, and they just were chanting it. So they couldn't even show it. I mean, they showed it, but they couldn't play the audio. They had to re-record, like put audio over it. We'll see it tonight because Jade's wrestling, and you'll see what I'm talking about. She's gonna be the bad guy, even though she's the good guy.
Jade?
Yeah.
Oh,
the crowd hates her. No, the crowd hates her.
Doesn't like Jade?
They don't like any people of color from America. There's a crown. I guess it's not in a glass case. It's on a glass case.
It should be.
And I shouldn't say they. That makes it sound like it's a whole... I'm just saying the crowd generally doesn't like them.
So they just boo every person of color, no matter what, even if they're like a good guy?
Yes.
Well, that's racist.
It's not racist.
That's totally racist.
It's be racist for me to call them racist. I'm not
offended.
saying.
I'm offended on their behalf.
I can't. Right. Hold on. Talitha just turned into a liberal. She's a white liberal lady.
Dye my hair blue and put a septum piercing in. Hold on 1 minute.
I'm offended for you.
I'm so offended for them.
Scooby-Doo, when the ghost takes, or the villain takes off their mask.
Right.
It was you the whole time.
Randall
It
Orton.
wasn't for you rotten kids and your stupid dog.
It's a dying breed of wrestler right there. They just don't make them like that anymore.
Well, they probably do. It's just that these big companies like this that's ran by cons and whatever the fuck his last name really is.
Lundqvist?
Sure, whatever. His French dumbass last name. Is he from like French Canada or something? Gross.
I'm pretty sure he's American.
I don't think so. The way he acts, I feel like he's not.
Levesque. It's
Anyways,
Paul Levesque.
Anyways, but yeah, his ego doesn't allow any wrestlers to be bigger than him, and so it's a big fat no. They're going to make that ring toy-sized so that it looks big because of the wrestlers, but it's going to be a non-standard size.
They probably will make the ring bigger so they have more of a runway so they can run around and chase each other.
So they really do look like midgets. They're
Here
like,
it comes.
we're getting into the business of midget wrestling.
Coco. Mr. Cody.
Is his name Coco now? Is that what we're calling him? Oh, Cody Coco.
Coco Rhodes.
I would come sit down, but I have to.
There's a dog in your spot sleeping.
Again to do my cake. I put it on for another 5 minutes. Checked it. It was a little doughy still. Not quite.
Here he comes, Mr. Cody.
Quite crumbly.
The whole crowd's singing. Yeah, it's lit. The crowd's on fire.
They like him because he's not
All American? There's wrestling fans that honestly believed that Iran was going to bomb Saudi Arabia because of this.
I know, they're fucking retarded. I know how dumb they are.
Like, you want to go to war with the nation of Saudi Arabia because of some wrestlers over politics about something completely different.
This doesn't even have to do with Saudi Arabia. Like, not even, they aren't even involved in it in any way whatsoever.
Well, I'm just saying, all the Saudis that would have been killed would cause an uproar throughout the Arab nations.
Yeah.
Like, Iran would be upset.
At themselves.
Right?
Well, I don't know why we did that. I'm so upset at ourselves why we decided
I pushed the button and I'm so upset.
I'm so mad that I did that. Idiots. I don't understand why we would do something like that.
Mr. Rhodes.
It's going to take forever for him to get this match started because we got to have their entrances for 20 minutes.
You see who wants to get killed in Terrifier 4?
Oh, Lord.
Rhea Ripley.
That's pretty cool. She might be in it then, maybe.
Oh,
Have they already filmed or anything?
I don't think so. I think they're going to put her in it, though, probably.
Have you seen all those?
I've watched parts of them. I've watched, like, one of them. They're kind of dumb.
Holy shit, dude.
I
So
kind of like
I
art,
watch
and
them.
I kind of don't.
I watch them when they come out. And I'm not really proud
It's
of
not
it.
as good as the ones from the 80s. Shit.
Well, no. But they're supposed to be like a shock value type of
They're
thing.
not.
The third one is fucking terrible, dude. Like, and I
I
like
think I've probably only seen the first one.
right, and it's pretty decent. Like, it has like a good plot, has a good ending. But I'll put it this way,
I
like,
still wasn't that impressed.
right. Well, of course not, but
I'm just saying
it's too like cartoony because he's a clown, right? Art or whatever his name is. But the fact is I think they just thought it was going to be a slasher movie, and then it was over. You know, like he was just making something real quick and cheap.
Ooh.
Whoever made it.
What is it?
Terrifier.
Terrifier.
Oh.
And so they ended it. Well, anyways, it got huge following. I mean, huge. Like, people loved it, you know. It was like a new cultural icon thing. And so he had to, like, make part 2.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to make up another storyline.
Kind of like Halloween and a lot of them. Yeah.
Well, at least with those, you know, like at the end of part 1, he's not there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, where'd he go? This one, he's fucking getting an autopsy done on him. Like, it's over. Anyways, so then they have to, like, make up a reason that he's still alive. And then that's part 2. Well, they don't actually tell you the reason he's still alive. They just have him still alive. And then at the end of part 2, have you seen that shit?
I've seen parts, but I don't remember them.
My God.
Holy
She, like, gives birth to his head.
No, I definitely haven't seen that part.
Yeah, I don't really suggest it as a movie you'd really want to watch and be like, yeah, I have that in my watching repertoire. Travis is like, we're going to watch all of them. Oh, God, do we have to? Yes, we watched the first one. Now we got to watch the second and the third. Okay.
So
oh,
anyways,
my God, and the third one was the
and then
worst
part
of them
3.
all.
Okay, so part 3 starts out, and it's just like the rest. Like, it's the same concept and everything. And you're like, okay, I'm with it. And there's just a part where it's like, okay, I'm coming to pick you up at school because we know something bad's happening. We don't know what. They just cut.
They show him pulling up to the school and then nothing.
And then they just cut to her being fucking tied up in a chair.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't even in trouble.
Yeah, and then she, like, comes to and she's like, what's going on?
I'm like, did I miss, like, 20
There
minutes?
was, like, yes. I bet they're just like...
They just cut some scenes. Or
They're just like, we're
whatever,
done. We can't have this in
I
here.
was like, wait a second. How did they get there? How did he get dead? And how did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
And then, I can't even remember. So
you're so frustrated by this. I didn't know what I was starting by saying that.
they turned it into
So
a Christmas movie. The third one, it's a Christmas movie instead of whatever it was before, Halloween. So now it's Christmas, and somehow he just like goes into another dimension, and she like follows him.
Oh, by the way, the people that supposedly got picked up from the school are dead.
Oh, yeah,
They're flayed. They're literally dead. Not like...
But we didn't get to see it. There's no
Like,
explanation.
oh, no, they're dead. Like,
Is it
oh,
one
we
in
saw little flashbacks of it. Or
Is it
did
one in
they
a cage or something? Like all.
I don't remember.
can't
It was something like that.
Anyways, you could still watch it because what I'm telling you isn't ruining the movies.
Not at all.
It sounds
They're
great.
they're so corny. It's like you will. I don't know about anybody else, but I don't know who in their right mind can be scared of these movies.
Dude, I literally.
If you're scared, it's just because you don't like clowns or something.
So I watched.
And I don't care. They are the most stupidest fucking
Right.
laughable shit that I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me?
So
right
I
now?
was on
Good God.
TikTok one day, and a guy said the 5 scariest movies I've ever seen.
Hi, Picola.
AP. Anyways, so true fact. And so I was like, oh, so it must be scary because it was number 1. It was the worst scene ever. So I Googled the scene, and I was waiting for like a panic attack, right? Because it's the scariest thing you've ever seen. So I'm sitting there going, okay, all right, I'll play it. I'm by myself, sitting, like, okay, this is gonna be bad. And I watch
it's during
it,
the daytime too.
and I'm watching this, going, what the fuck? That's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
What show is it?
Terrifier.
Terrifier.
But it was part 2. It was part 2, and it was a death scene.
Yeah.
It could have been part 1, I think. Anyways, it's a death scene that happened, and it's supposedly the most horrific thing ever. And I'm fucking dying laughing. And then Dalitha comes home, so I have to show her. And then I think April was here. Somebody else was here too, and I'm like, you have to look at this, like. And they're like, oh my god, that's disgusting. And I'm like, but it's funny.
I know, I laughed.
So for some reason,
I'm like, this is the most, and he's like, this is the most terrifying, scariest scene, and I'm like, what? I'm like, no way. I'm like, it's a fucking movie. Come on.
Well, I'm not scared of like slasher things, but I mean, I guess if you were held captive and tortured or something.
You think that somehow he keeps her alive?
I don't know how that happens.
I don't know either. It's weird as fuck. Anyways, we're still watching wrestling, by the way.
Yeah, we got
everybody.
Cody Rhodes in there right now with the Randall Orton.
It's the King of the Ring match.
Final.
For everybody at home. People have said, early day shenanigans. Just finished some fried rice. How's it going, y'all?
Fried rice.
Ooh, fried rice. What kind of fried rice? What'd you put in it?
Oh, fried rice.
You're more fried rice. Oh, fried rice. Anyways, Chimichanga is also in the chat. Hey, Chimmy says Zelina's snake outfit last night.
You know, I didn't get to see it, but I know she lost, so I was pretty upset about it.
Oh, damn.
Especially that she lost to somebody who's only been there for like 4 days.
The Rook.
Yeah.
It's Triple H.
I know, he's disgusting. And Robbie's in the
Robbie's
chat.
here.
And he said two.
In the middle of the
To
day.
wit, Robbie. It's not in the middle of the day for him. For him, it's normal primetime television time.
That's
Prime time
it's
television
it's
time.
7 hours difference. So
It's before he goes out for the night and
impregnates
prostitutes the world and
impregnates
goes on his walks.
young femme fatales.
Uh-huh. He has to get them first for that to happen.
So it's like 6:30 there.
Yeah. Robbie says, big up you fries, just out at my mate's rave. Ooh, not the rave starting way early. People says scrambled eggs, shallots, garlic, soy sauce, and Vienna sauce. Vienna sausage.
So I heard to go to a rave, you have to be on like that MGH or
you gotta be on
GHB
drugs.
And what's
Ecstasy and
crack.
yeah, you gotta take all the drugs we've heard. Robbie's like, if it was 1 a.m. UK, I could have watched. I don't think you're going to miss much, Robbie, but, you know, hey, bud. I mean, you're probably doing something way more fun than watching WWE pay-per-view.
I don't know what's more fun than watching Jade in a skin-tight bodysuit. I'm just saying, like, maybe.
I mean, that is, you know, nice. I'm not saying that there aren't going to be things that you'll appreciate.
Right.
But I'm just saying that he's not going to really miss a lot.
Have you guys, since I was talking about bodysuits, there is, and I'm not kidding, this is real. They have onesies for men.
Nice.
Like a nightie or something, or what are you talking?
No, like you've seen a baby, and they wear those white things under their clothes, and they button in the crotch.
So we could.
So
just
it's a
wear
polo shirt, and it buttons in the crotch. So you never have to. It'll never come on top.
So you're saying that they are now making bodysuits for men like they did for women back in the 90s.
You just gotta shove your nuts in there.
Wow.
You better hope they aren't a thong one or something. I mean, that could be uncomfortable for
The ones
you.
I saw were.
Split those fucking nuts in two. Where do you shove the penis? Which side?
Well,
I mean, do you just kind of tuck it behind, or do you
That's
tuck
every
it
man's
up?
dilemma. The left or the right.
I mean, you know, you're splitting the nuts. I mean, what's the idea? Like,
Right.
which leg? Does it go up near your belly?
Have you ever watched a movie where there's a person making a suit for a person, and they say, "What side do you dress on?"
Yes, I know.
That's where your penis is.
I get it, but that's down. These would be up. Because it's going inside of a body.
Did I see a?
So is it tucking
did I see a hot
down and
lady
behind?
or something? Why am I up?
Well, I mean, like, if you're wearing, now think about it. If you're wearing a fucking bodysuit a onesie, and it snaps in the crotch area,
We're going to the left or the right.
it's not going fucking down.
I don't know where it goes.
Well,
I don't
exactly.
own this.
Well, you're going wherever the leg is.
Right? Shouldn't they just make them boxer shorts at the bottom?
They should make an extra little compartment.
Right? A little hangy down.
little hangy holder. You know, because every guy
Like
likes.
white
Or even put a
tights.
hole
Every
in
guy
it.
likes the balls cupped.
Right.
They're not though. They're splitting them.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So
they
now
need to
you
cup the
gotta-
balls.
You gotta separate.
Everybody at home, we appreciate you watching. You're learning more about us than most people know.
Robbie says, I had chicken salad before I came out. Just chicken salad? Did you eat anything with it, like crackers or bread?
Are you going to say crack?
Because
Because he's at a rave.
Well, he's at a rave. I mean, I guess it's chicken
I
salad.
got
can
chicken
have
salad,
crack.
now I'm going raving.
I've got my crack, bitch. People says, yeah, I miss the ketamine days. People's like, how many matches did I miss? None.
This is it.
This is the only match that's happened so far.
It's Randy
It is
Orton.
the King of the Ring match.
I always pack 2 lunches for my raves.
I don't blame you. I mean, you can get hungry.
Whoa.
I mean, it's a sandwich of what? Ecstasy and then
There's
chicken
just a
salad
bowl,
and ecstasy.
a bowl of pills. It's one of those parties.
It's one of those parties where they're like, I emptied out my parents'
medicine.
medicine
You know,
cabinet.
people really do that
Yes!
shit.
Oh, I've been to
Yeah.
parties like that
Have
back
you?
in junior high and shit. Yeah.
They just have a bowl and you just grab
yeah.
stuff.
Danny was on the other side of the party scene that you didn't quite go to.
I mean, I probably was there. I just didn't look at.
Travis just looked at that bowl and said,
No.
I'm going in the other room.
Where's the beer, bitches?
Where's the women and beer?
Pickle also says, I also heard a rumor that Rhea wants to play in the new Terrifier when it gets produced.
There it is. Danny just started the whole conversation we just had about Terrifier and how good it is.
Well, I mean, Travis always says that her face
She-
looks like Jigsaw.
She said she
so
wants
I mean,
to get
really,
killed by him.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to see her get
I mean, if that's the case,
Tortured.
then put all of
not
those
mean, but
those horror-loving girls in there, like Shotzi and.
Well,
what's
she
the-
just
what's
fits
the
it
other
so much,
one?
though, because of her makeup and
Yeah.
how she does it and stuff. So she fits Terrifier perfectly.
it kind of sucks. But I mean, if they wanted to make her a main type character, that still dies, you know, because if she wants to get
Well, she
killed.
said she was down for whatever, pretty much.
Right. But they could easily turn her into that little girl grown up or something when they go to hell. I mean, it's wide open down there.
That's true.
There's no
For
rules.
whatever that is, who knows?
You know, whatever the hole in the floor was.
Yeah. Hopefully, we never have to find out. That's what
I'm
I'm
gonna
hoping
find out
for.
soon.
I don't want.
You're watching it with me. And
What?
you're
We're gonna
sit
have
there.
Terrifier 4. When's it coming out? Do we know?
No, that's what we're talking
Oh no, he broke Randy's back.
about. Oh, Randall, checks out.
Must be warm there. They're all really sweaty, like extra sweaty.
Yeah, I'm sure it's very, very cool in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in the very
In the
middle
summertime?
of the
No way.
desert in June.
That'd be
You don't think they have an air conditioned thing, though, like some of our stadiums and
I
shit?
guarantee they do.
ridiculous.
Well, it's probably air
Or
conditioned.
they would be dead. But yeah, it's probably air conditioned into like 80. I mean, they're both like wet. I guess I haven't seen the referee like close to see if he's sweating.
Oh.
Oh, hey, some Ric Flair shit there. Uh-oh, there it is, setting it up. It's about over.
Ooh.
It's a patented DDT. Now it's time. He'll get down on the floor.
But his back hurt.
Right. He's had back surgery, so now they have to play off that.
Oh, my back!
Now he'll drop down to the floor and start pounding on the floor with 2 hands.
I wonder if they're going to make his hands hurt next.
My neck and my back. I'm suing y'all. I need a
Oh, there it is. Pounding the floor.
Oh, no. He's doing his sneak move.
Here it comes.
People now says Saudi fools loving some RKO.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, he reversed it into his own thingy. He's like, I'll
That's
hit you
it.
with just one.
2. Randy's looking at the hand, so we know he's going to kick out.
He's
So
like,
dumb.
maybe he can't hear.
Travis, I was in suspense until you said that. Damn
When you see a wrestler like this,
it.
you know
No,
they're
I'm joking.
Piccolo is like, I'm ahead by like 30 seconds. No, Piccolo, no!
What? That's impossible.
God damn it.
Turn it off, turn it back on. We're on the app, for fuck's sake.
Well, goddamn Peacock and their lies. They're like, well, we aren't delayed, bitches.
That's why I don't use
bitches.
Roku, because it's always like a minute behind. So now I guess whatever this is, what's that called?
Peacock on your shield
Yeah,
thingy.
Shield. NVIDIA Shield Pro. There it is!
Oh, shit, that was
RKO.
good.
Oh no, that was a giant RKO. Ah, Cody will be like, I can get out of it.
He
Ah,
didn't
look
even
at me.
really kick out.
He's like, I'm just listening with my eyes closed. People thought he was gonna lose.
Yeah, that's what you do.
What's wrong with your dog? He's trying to
Just
like.
snuggling.
He's like, I'm gonna cover myself up in this heat wave.
That's nice. Probably should turn the
Piccolo
light
says,
on.
I'm a time traveler. What can I say? What's that?
I said I probably should have left the light on. It's not a light, it's just the fan. I turned it off on accident last night.
It's fine. This one probably needs to be turned off.
So it doesn't, we wake up and it's just hanging by a thread or on the computers.
Whatever. You're the one that says it's not up there very well. So.
Oh, it's definitely not up there very well. If you touch it, it rocks. There's, like, whoever put that, I mean, I put the fan on, but whoever put the thing, the box that I connected it to, just stuck it up there.
Why don't you go in the attic and find it and do something
There's
about it?
a cross beam right there.
Right next to it?
Like above it, so it's really hard to get to that spot. I can get as far as like where those pictures are about that wall. I mean, I might be able to.
So what you're saying is we need to just put a floor upstairs.
Yeah, well, we've talked.
Is there enough room to put up
No.
there? No. I was gonna say, how big is the attic up there?
I mean, it's the same size as the house. It's just
I mean, you could
You can't
probably
stand
have
up.
a golem up there if you wanted to. Just
I can't stand up in the very center.
Oh.
But if I ever put another roof on it, you could make it a little bit higher.
just put a golem in there. It's fine.
Like those joists, those roofing joists. Have you seen those where they make the ceiling bigger, but then in the middle it's open?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so you have a room right down the center.
Mhm.
Piccolo says, "Do it, do it, do it! Rip his fucking head off!" LOL,
Look at
Water
this.
boy.
I wonder if Ric Flair taught Cody how to wrestle. This is the second Ric Flair, well, more than that, but the big Ric Flair thing that he
Yeah,
did.
totally.
But he just went over the
Have
rope.
you seen
and
all the
flipped.
trouble not trouble, but kind of trouble Ric Flair's getting in lately?
He's so weird.
Shitting his pants.
I guess
and
he
stuff.
like shits his pants.
Yeah,
in
that's
public.
exactly. what
And then he's
been
like,
doing
it
everywhere.
wasn't shit, it was cum.
Like he does it on purpose.
No, he just
No, he
like
gets
gets
so
drunk and
drunk
shits
that he just
shits himself
in public, like at restaurants.
just wherever he's at. Yeah, just shits his pants.
And waitresses are like, ew.
Yeah.
And then he's like, honey, it's not shit, it's cum.
Then why does it smell so bad?
Oh, it's definitely.
You've got problems. Like, if it's that smelly coming out of whatever end of you, you have a problem and you need to see a doctor.
Well, shit's supposed to stink. But
Well, I understand that, but if it
Well, I've read
smells
a few
that
where
bad,
he had it leaking down.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
everything
saying.
Else,
And that's what the one he replied to was the one that I'd seen.
I hope people are taking pictures of this and putting it all over the internet too.
Be
there's
nice
gotta
to
be
Rick.
pictures.
I hope Charlotte is like, I disown you and changes her name. I'm never using the Flair name ever again.
Charlotte.
She's like, I just want to be Charlotte. That's it. Nothing else, just Charlotte. She's going Cher on us.
Charlotte.
Formerly known as Charlotte Flair.
Puts a little different take on that. Woo.
Right. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
People's like, oh no, we suck again.
Horror.
People, wear some Depends. night.
Yeah, what the hell?
I mean, or something. Or, hey, I have a better idea. How about we just don't drink ourselves stupid enough that we shit our pants?
But if you are, like he said, at least wear some Depends.
Right?
I mean, if you know that you're doing it.
Yeah.
And why not, like,
And you're
change
aware.
some things in your diet? Maybe
Be a little more proactive about
Right.
things.
I mean, because you know the alcohol is going to be.
Oh,
too.
shit!
He
That was
RKO'd
huge.
him in
That might
midair.
that might just do
Is
it.
he going to be dead?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Total.
Cody's like, I'm a veteran
Tell
at
the
this.
way
I
you
don't even
covered
have to
him.
look at the hands.
Close your eyes.
He's like, that's just a little bit.
It's a sell. It's so much better if you watch Cody getting pinned here.
Yeah.
It is
He has his eyes closed.
superior. I bring up some weird shit in wrestling because I've watched it for so long. It's like baseball when you're talking to somebody that knows baseball and somebody that doesn't. You know, like, watch the catcher's glove.
I watch him do
That's
their
what I
weird,
always tell
I watch
people.
him do their weird little things.
If you watch the catcher's
Like, that guy
glove
touches his dick a lot.
and he doesn't move his hand, it's going to be a strike. Like, if you see the catcher go like this and pull it back over the plate, it's probably going to be in the seats.
Well, that only matters if the umpire thinks so, though.
Right. Well,
I just hate the umpires, is my point.
Right. I know
Because
you
they
do.
don't know how to call a game.
It irritates me that you don't like it.
Yeah, but I don't want AI to do it.
I would rather AI
He
than the
does.
umpires.
It's a whole thing. We've had this conversation. Can't get into it with him.
I would rather have I
I'm
would
such a
rather have
purist.
human error than
Not
a
me.
fucking machine that sends it and then it
Why are
is
you doing
it
the
is
conversation
made-
that I already had?
it is made to make it so that the other team wins. Because that's what will happen too.
No,
Because
it'll just be-
the computer
Oh, he's
they
taking
can
the
fuck
buckle
with
off.
it
Uh-oh.
enough to do
We
it.
stripped the turnbuckle.
He's like, he brought a chair in to distract the ref.
Yeah. Well, he's Randy. He's got to be a little shady.
People was like, no chair for you. Yeah, but a turnbuckle.
A bear turnbuckle.
Oh,
Which Randy's going to hit later on. Guaranteed that's how he loses.
No, he would never.
oh,
Right in his
Might have broke
underarm.
him. Might have broke his ribs. Uh-oh, crossroads.
Not the ribs.
He's going to have to do two.
Why is he so close?
3. Like that, damn.
Yeah, Randy's
Just
not,
from the...
he's not as over. I wish he was.
Oh, man.
Hmm.
That was weird.
But Cody's just so hot right now.
I know, but that was kind of odd.
Zoolander.
So hot right now. He can turn left.
What's his name? Damsel or whatever? Owen Wilson's guy?
I can't remember. I can't remember what his name is.
He's so hot right now. Zoolander goes up on stage.
I've seen it, I forget that.
Dude, it's so funny. So Owen Wilson's guy, Zandel or whatever his name is, he goes up on stage, like, he wins, model of the year, and Zoolander's like, he gets up and he's like, he walks up there, gets the trophy and everything, but it's not him. Like, he just has won it so many times he thinks it's him.
Hansel. Thank
Hansel.
you, people. Thank you, Picola.
Hansel's so hot right now.
It's so funny because we watched that not that long ago.
Well, I know, but
But I don't remember their
it's names. I have a hard time with names. Derek Zoolander because the name of the movie is Zoolander.
Right. Picola says, well, the grandson of a plumber won.
Yes.
Oh,
Picola, he's so hot right now. I just think it's weird that they did not have it go a little bit longer for Randy to show his prowess.
is that what Dusty Rhodes' dad was a plumber?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why Dusty was the son of a plumber, you know? The American dream.
I don't remember that part, I guess I should.
Yeah. And so now Cody, when Justin Roberts introduces him, which was in AEW, he's not in WWE, but he would say it all the time, the grandson of a plumber.
He would say some other stuff.
Oh,
sometimes,
yeah,
too.
he didn't say it every
would-
time.
He
But
would,
he'd get Cody laughing every time. He would
He would say
say
some pretty
something
funny shit.
different, so Cody would end up laughing when he would introduce him. There's a reason why he's the best in the business. What's happening?
I don't know.
Randy?
Randy's not leaving.
I just give it to Randy. I don't want to be the king. Like, I'll take the match, but I don't want the crown. And where's his robe?
I need a scepter and a robe. And where's his entourage?
Right?
Who's gonna be his jester?
R-Truth isn't around anymore.
Ooh, they can make that Carmelo Hayes his jester. He's kind of a clown.
Right?
Is he going to put it on?
I don't know.
He's like, I'm just gonna hold it.
I don't know. Well, they're in Saudi Arabia. I know the Saudis there, the Crown Prince people are right there, and they're got their cameras out, so they obviously aren't offended by it.
Why would they be?
Well, kind of weird to put a crown on when you're an American.
Kegel says, when I get a crown, I usually get a Whopper with it. I'm jelly.
I know, jellyfish.
Instead, he got some RKO's with it
Randy's
instead.
not happy.
Ooh, not the unhappiness.
His
unhappiness.
Happiness.
No, not the unhappiness. Oh, you're finally going to listen to see what he's going to say.
I forgot that I had ears.
You're a dumbass. And you can't lip read because he has a lisp.
He's beat Jey Uso and now Randall, the veteran.
He's like, I feel so bad. I feel like I should have lost.
The modern locker room leader.
Randy's finally walking away.
Next, it's going to be John Cena or CM.
The ref's like going over to him. I wonder why.
They're probably just leaving.
Yeah, well, he ran to him like really quickly. I know he's just walking out there.
The ref has audio. He can talk to the back.
To make sure he's okay?
Well, no. He probably ran to Randy could tell him what he's supposed to do next.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh, no, he's not. Yeah, wait, is he? He's just holding it up. Is he going to wear it on his arm?
It's not Hulk Hogan. You can't fill that out.
Looks like it fall on his head. It looks like it's way too big.
There it goes.
Those things
Nope.
are
Yep. Nope.
No, he's just a slobber on it.
It's his cock ring.
Jesus.
Ew. You know, it would get stuck on Randy's leg. Because his legs are so big now.
It's definitely not going on his leg.
Why would they make it so you can put it on your head?
I know. Why is it perfectly round? Is that normal?
I have no idea.
Didn't look like it would fit on his head. Looked like it would fit around his leg or something.
I don't know how big his head is.
His
head might be ginormous.
I know Randy's is.
It's true.
Joe Rogan. Wear it like a Hanukkah or whatever.
He could totally.
Wear it like a Jew hat.
Yeah, his head. McDough.
His
head's so ginormous. It's crazy.
McDough would also wear it like a young.
People says, so I guess he adds a crown to that awful tattoo. Let's hope not.
It's just crazy to get that big of a neck tattoo.
He wasn't planning on. He wasn't planning. He has a dream across his chest there.
Okay, I guess he's got two, but I'm just saying that's your.
He wasn't supposed to get one that big.
So
that
he
was
went to
not
the tattoo
his
parlor,
choice, by the way.
And they were filming it for a show that they were doing, and so he's like, the tattoo artist is like, "Are you sure?" And he's being recorded, so he's like, "Yeah." So he's like, "So I can't blame the tattoo artist." Because he tried to stop me like 6 times, like because it was so big, and I was like, oh, it's fine. I kept telling him it's fine, and then afterwards I was like, ah, shit.
Like he was not planning on it being that big.
Yeah, it was
like
supposed
half
to be
that
like
size.
Down here,
and it was supposed to be like lower, so it would like if you put like a nice collared shirt on, it would cover. It would just kind of be right there. You could kind of see it.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, that's the pictures you wanted. What the? Dude. Like, I went to the Grand Canyon and then I was like, la la la.
That's not the Grand Canyon.
I know.
You do realize that this is where life began, like
in Saudi Arabia.
That's called the breadbasket of life.
I thought that was in Africa.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
They went there and became more modern day humans.
So Saudi Arabia.
I don't believe it happened in Idaho.
That was like 100,000 years later.
All happened here in Idaho.
Idaho was under a giant glacier. So if they were here, it was way up in the air, like 2 miles high.
Well, at least you admit it.
Do you know that Toronto?
Right.
Do you know Toronto?
Deny it now, bitch.
At least you admit it. 2 miles in the air up there.
Right.
Yeah,
But did you know that Toronto still to this day grows about 3 inches every day or every year? Because of the weight of the ice sheet that was on it, it's still uncompressing. So when they build buildings and stuff there, they have to put that in account.
Pickle says Monday Night Raw will be a recording, early start time at 6 p.m. Eastern in Pittsburgh.
I heard it was a recording after Raw for SmackDown for Friday.
For the 4th of July.
If it's I mean, obviously we're probably not going to do it anyways unless Letha really wants to, but...
What the fuck?
The
fuck? Man, dude.
Hey, look, it's Rhea Ripley.
I mean, if it is a recording, then no, but if it's not...
Did you want to hear about Rhea?
No. That she's best friends with Raquel. And they were like besties throughout everything. They did everything together. I'm looking at them, they're like, we used to do this together and stuff.
This is my friend. And I love her very much.
Right. Rhea, before she decided to be weird.
R&R.
Well, we were.
Raquel and Rhea.
No, I meant like that she decided to like.
No, they got
her
R&R
black
tattoos.
and...
Oh, I see what you're trying to say.
Oh, that was big.
When she was blonde and she didn't wear weird makeup and stuff.
She has big, pretty eyes.
Raquel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just sad that whatever's going on with her.
Hopefully whatever it is behind her.
Maybe. You would think if that was the case, she wouldn't still be fluffy, but I bet you anything she's still having to take steroids and stuff to not break out and have an allergy to whatever it is. And so she's always going to look fluffy.
She woke up with a rash, and it was like...
Who's this?
Raquel Rodriguez.
Not this year, but like last year, or whatever it was. It was before the Royal Rumble, and she couldn't be in it. And they didn't know what was wrong. They couldn't find out. I'm hoping they figured it out.
So what did she have then?
We don't know.
Nobody knows. She thinks she was having like a really bad allergic reaction to something.
But she was out for like a year.
Yeah.
You don't
She
sit
came
out
back
a year.
for like one thing and then had another issue. So she had to leave again. So she was going to be back and then something like flared. She had a flare.
What if it's like staph or something like that?
I have no idea
Like MRSA.
what it is. Anyways, Shaheen King 357 in the chat says OTC. Yay. And Piccolo says, oh, Blue Angel weekend over here. Nice.
Perfect.
Scarlett in the chat is asking Canelo or Crawford?
Crawford all the way. Bud's going to mess him up.
I'm going to go with Canelo on that one.
Bud is going to mess him up.
Piccolo says maybe 30,000 folks just sitting in beach traffic.
But I'm realistic,
Yeah,
and so
sure.
if they're the same size, I think Crawford has an advantage.
I hope Crawford makes him look like...
He can box circles around him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And Canelo lately...
Who's the one that Beevil that whooped his ass?
Yeah.
I hope he makes him look like that one because I think he could do the same type thing but worse to him.
Well, I don't.
You don't.
Because of his size. Like, Bivol has...
I know you love Canelo.
He's huge. But Crawford's not that...
Well, I don't. That's great.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I do think he can box circles around him, though, because Canelo, over the last, 4 years, it just wants to knock you out. Like, he doesn't box.
I just really think that
he's
Bud
like
will
a
beat
tank,
him.
and he just wants to hit him hard instead of actually boxing. His defense is still good, but not as good as Crawford's.
No, I can see Canelo beating him, but I just don't think it'll happen.
Right. I don't either, for the fact that Bud is going to
I
move.
think Bud will win. Yeah.
But Canelo wants a smaller ring. And then Bud said, I don't care if you want a smaller ring. He's like, because I ain't running anywhere. I'm just running it upside your head.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah.
So, unless Bud slowed down in the last while or whatever, I don't think if they're the same that they were in their last, I think Bud whoops him.
Mm.
He definitely can. I don't know if he can knock him out. Because I've seen Canelo.
Well, I
get
don't
hit.
think he's going to do that, but I think he'll
Win by points.
Yeah.
Definitely can outscore
I think
him.
he can beat him like Beevil did too, or worse too, to
Right.
where it's like,
Right.
not
Scarlett says Canelo is
close.
one of the best boxers, but Crawford is like 40-0 also. And then said, oh, two guys talking about boxing, and the girl said, doesn't know anything, ha ha.
Ah! She knows some. She's very versed in
Why would I
boxing.
talk over them? They know what they're talking about. Piccolo says, "Oh, boo, we can't see Rhea in her fishnets tonight."
No.
Oh
there's-
no, I have the hiccups. Oh no, hold your breath. No,
She's
drink the
definitely.
water upside down.
She's just hold your breath. By the way, exhale every ounce of air you have, and hold your breath for as long as you can till it almost hurts or you pass out. And don't worry, it's not going to hurt you if you pass out, and it'll go.
Well,
away.
unless you're standing, do it sitting down.
Yeah, make sure you're sitting down. But it'll go away immediately because you have to change the chemistry. Yeah, you need more carbon dioxide in your body.
Well,
I
your,
watched a big thing on
your
it.
diaphragm's just having a little bit of a spaz. It's fine.
Here she comes. What's she going to be wearing? Full black bodysuit with a
Almost.
pumpkin head on her.
She's got some orange makeup on tonight, huh? Interesting.
I like the fishnet better.
Well, yeah.
Well, of course.
Saudi Arabia doesn't allow
See that on
women.
her leg? She's got the Halloween whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is her old pants, by the way. She used to always just wear pants.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
She used to wear pants all the time.
Now she wears tiny clothes.
Now she does
Look
wear
how
tiny
thin
clothes.
she's got in her face. She looks like the singer you like?
Marilyn Manson?
Yes. Just saying, if they were brother and sister, you wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Really?
Piccolo says dominatrix gear, typical weekend garb for Mammy. Oh, mommy. Is that it? I don't think so, Piccolo. I've seen the gear she wears normally. It's usually just like muscle shirts, like bike shorts. Although I'm pretty sure she probably wears other stuff when she goes out with old Buddy Murphy.
She's got to love being in shape because she's like athletic as fuck. Do you see how she just jumped up there and spun back around?
Uh-huh.
Barely touched the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, she's doing really good. Hopefully it continues okay. Scarlett says Canelo record is also 63-2. I think that record is good too.
Very good. He's been boxing professionally since he was 16.
2-2. He's got a couple draws too.
Yeah, he's got 2 draws against what's his name?
63-2-2.
Triple G, which
Triple
should
G.
have been some losses.
Yeah, well, 1.
Piccolo says they could be seen together at a family reunion. LOL.
Right.
Scarlett says, but 40-0 is also good. Yeah.
Oh
for
no, I
Crawford.
mean they're both fantastic. I just don't think Canelo headhunting is going to work. Is all I'm saying. But if he boxes, he can win, and I'm hoping that he.
I don't think he can win boxing either.
Really? In his prime, like in his 20, like that boxer.
That's not what he is right now, and I don't know that
Exactly.
he could then either though. But I don't think he beats him now though. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean obviously.
Piccolo says, and Edward Scissorhands is skewing the barbecue. Right, that's it.
It also reminds me of the band Kiss, like
yeah.
in what's that show called? Dazed and Confused. The statues that they dress up,
Yeah.
kind of like that. That's what I keep getting the vibe. What's going on with the pumpkin stuff though?
She's
Is it
done
something to
before.
do there?
No. It's just, she's had it before. It's gear that she's used and had before in war. Maybe she's a big fan of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Maybe she's a big fan of Pumpkinhead. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm talking too loud.
The other one's
Puppy
like,
had to turn around.
the other one's like, I've got whips and chains and barbed wire all over my suit.
Oh,
Piccolo says, I feel like GIMP masks would really heighten the ensemble.
right. Also another one there, right? Pulp Fiction. Little
Jeez.
Pulp Fiction vibes.
Oh shit.
Piccolo's like,
They look a little better than the one on Pulp Fiction though.
I guess.
The Gimp.
Bring out the GIMP.
He kills him with a sword.
He's like, yes. He's all like,
Hey, at least he came back. How many guys would have just left him there?
Oh yeah, Marcellus owed him.
Well, let's put it this way.
I can't do the quotes of that. But one of my favorite parts of the whole movie.
Still
was
know the
basic-
music.
It was basically like, if I save his ass, maybe he'll let me go.
Right.
Because he did him dirty.
Yeah, but if he would have got whacked, then he would have been, it would have been fine too. So.
Yeah.
Picola says pumpkin spice is the safe word.
It's a good.
Pumpkin spice,
it's a good ally to have later on in life.
I feel like
if
that's
you're
a little
in
too
really
nice.
bad trouble.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Pumpkin spice.
I feel like that doesn't really apply to these two ladies.
Safe words.
I feel like, no,
Oh.
not that. I just feel like pumpkin spice is not something that they go after as a drink or flavor for their stuff.
I was thinking Spice Girl. Sorry, when you use pumpkin spice, I just think of Spice Girl.
No, it's a weird fall. Can you hand me my water, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, Piccolo says, I love watching every YouTube reactor not having a fucking clue, and when they get to that scene, it hits them like a brick wall.
The Gimp scene. What the? Hello. Turned it into a gelding.
Yes.
They don't cut the penis off, but.
No, usually they don't.
Oh.
Yeah. You watch
Oh,
her
she's
back.
tied up.
Oh.
Now the real
She's
dominatrix
like, make
stuff's
sure
happening.
you hit me in the belly and not the titties, is all I'm asking.
Right?
Although Buddy Murphy will rub them better.
Maybe.
Or whatever. Buddy Matthews, whatever the fuck his name is.
I know him as Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, me too. Oh, God!
Oh, not in the face. Her
Shit.
forehead took a hit.
Rackrod might be bloody after that.
She's like, I need to get out of this.
Oh,
She got out.
Oh no, not her arms. Piggle's like, yeah. Oh no. She's selling that belly pain real good.
oh, I'm sure it's not a cell. You want me to hit you with the kendo stick?
No? Do you want me to hit you with a kendo stick? Exactly.
I don't know where I'd want it. Well, like, if anybody said, like, I'm gonna hit you with a kendo stick, where would you want it? Maybe, like, right across here?
Probably the shin or something. I don't know.
Your shin?
Jesus Christ! It's probably one of the worst places.
You're like Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I mean, I could kick a tree down.
He kicks bamboo trees down, bitches. What the fuck?
I was thinking maybe the hamstrings or the chest. Daddy's like, the shin.
You haven't seen those roller things?
Yeah.
I do those all the time, and I'll do those on my shins and stuff, and I'll have people that are like, oh my God, I can't believe how hard you do that shit.
Yeah, that's different than taking and whacking something across your shin, though.
I think I could
Completely
take
different.
I think I could take it on my shin.
Uh-huh. Right. So, when I was a kid, on the playground.
You'd have to show me I
Skew.
can't.
On the playground at Skew, I was on the balancing beam and I fell down and I hit my shin. I have a scar to prove it, and it
Travis
scraped,
is like, I got a
and
kendo stick.
Whack.
and it scraped my shin, and I literally fainted from it.
Oh, shit.
She fainted and had to go home.
I literally went to the side of the building, sat down, and there was other kids
Oh,
around me,
shit.
Damn.
and I fainted. And then I came to, I was like, what happened? And they were
Oh,
like,
no.
we thought you were just kidding around. I'm like, I'm not kidding around, I need my mom.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, I still have the scar from it.
I was
So yeah,
wa-
let's fucking whack you in the shin with
Oh, no, I've got
something.
whacked
That was
hard.
metal, by the way. That
Oh, I've
wasn't
got
that
whacked
wasn't a
hard with some
bamboo
metal.
stick. That was metal.
I was walking around the dogs, probably 5, 6, 7 years ago or something, and fucking it was in the wintertime,
Oh yeah, even better.
And there's a goddamn trailer
Oh no.
on the
not the hitch
on the
fit.
path. And no, a trailer. And anyway, walking and you can't see in the snow or whatever. And anyway, I walked full straight and just kicked right into right on my shin. And anyway, I had a huge old dent and like a scar thing or whatever for like years or whatever. But it's kind of gone away now. But like you could seriously see like a dent like in the muscle. Or whatever, and like I had to like literally like where you could barely walk, a limp home, or whatever.
Oh, sure. Dude, those are the worst.
But just saying, I took that, and I could take other shit like
Well,
that.
I mean, you can take it. I just said which would be the most pleasant.
Oh well.
Like
That's
if
what
you're
I'm
getting
saying.
hit by, because she was getting hit in the belly, right? And she's got lots
Yeah, I
of
wouldn't
muscle
pick
there.
belly though.
And
I'd pick upper back or chest.
Upper back it hurt too though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Depends. Is
I
your
always
back itch?
itch.
It might feel good.
How about like outer thigh?
That's what
That might, if you have enough
hamstrings.
hamstring muscle there, might work. Miss Piccolo says that one movie, I think it was Role Models, where Paul Rudd and that McLovin guy dress up in Kiss cosplay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm seeing, and it's the little kid. It's
Oh.
McLovin.
Their refs like, let me
Oh
hold
yeah,
on.
that show's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
Role Models.
I watch that shit all the time, dude. So I didn't know what Quidditch was when I watched it, and I was watching, and I had seen that show like 70 times.
She's like, I don't need this belt. I'm gonna whip you with it.
So I knew the word Quidditch, I just didn't know what it was.
Hmm.
Because he says, well, yeah, I was out with the nerd all day. He's like, if I would have suggested a game of Quidditch, he would have came in his pants. And I'm like, what the fuck is Quidditch? And so I looked it up, and it's like, it's an imaginary game played in the Harry Potter series. And I was like, and then I read the books. I obviously know what Quidditch is now, but I had no fucking clue what Quidditch was.
I didn't know what that
honestly,
is either.
I had to Google it, but it made it way funnier. So now when I watch it, when he says that part, I know what the hell he's talking about.
You're like, now I understand.
Still, my favorite vehicle from any show is that Bronco they were driving around in.
The Minotaur thing, whatever.
No. The one that he drives.
Oh.
Yeah.
That green one, the convertible.
Yeah.
Oh, love that. stupid thing.
People says, oh, going down now. Scarlett says, the reigning, defending, undisputed world champion, Roman Reigns. He's not here.
Wait, why are we talking about Roman?
I have no idea. But Roman Reigns isn't around. He hasn't been around for a minute. Either he's taking a break to do a movie, spend time with his family, or he's sick again.
Or a flare up. Hopefully it's.
Hopefully not sick.
Hopefully not the latter.
Yeah. Don't want him to be sick. That'd suck. What you doing over there, being a weirdo?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be listening to what's happening, you know.
It's fine. She's got her in a Texas clover leaf.
Who's going through the table? Rackrad set
They
that
don't
up.
call that though. They call it something else.
They don't call it the Texas Clover Leaf?
Well, we do. Like it's the wrestling move, but she calls it something else because it's hers.
Oh.
But I don't know what it's called.
Oh,
shit!
no.
Oh, shit, who the hell's that?
Flat face. That's flat face.
Oh, they're wearing matching outfits.
It's a little flat face.
There's no disqualifications in this.
People says, haha, your fave lumpy lady showed up to get some. Flat face. Oh, flat face.
I just call her the bulldog.
Scarlett says
She
Roman
does look
Reigns
like a
is
little
coming and
bulldog.
spears the shit
Call her a
out
little
of
French
Sam.
bulldog.
Right.
Dick and Cena retains. Ooh. You think that's what's going to happen, Scarlett? CM Punk's going to get his ass whooped by
Oh.
Roman?
It's a good idea.
Want a trash can on your head?
Just put her in the trash can. That's where she belongs.
It's her house.
Yeah.
She's going home.
She's
You-
taking it away from
You
me,
want to go to
Jim,
your
and
home,
that
don't you?
other
Yep, she put it
lady.
on her.
Oh shit!
great.
It's Grouch or whatever his name.
Oh. Oscar.
Oscar.
Yeah.
People says, I swear they must have had a 2-for-1 sale at Adam and Eve. What? No way, they
Oh,
would
no.
never.
Uh oh. Rhea pissing around with somebody else and forgot she had an
Just
opponent.
put her into the bar.
She just like passed out.
She's
up
like, I
into
have
the ring.
to get in here.
She's going through the table.
Rackrod
Nope.
set it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's going through the stairs, though, that Rhea set up. That makes sense. Bink, bink.
Oh.
Good lord. She's like, let me try to get you. She's like, I am right over here. No way is that happening.
That wouldn't pin Rhea? Just throwing her into some ropes?
No, that's ridiculous.
Oh.
How is it even possible? No.
Corkscrew? I love how they just add things that are twisty to moves.
And then make it something different.
It's a corkscrew moonsault.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
she almost did, but didn't. She was like, oh, I almost went through there with that, whatever that was. The Hurricane Rana from her feet.
Big boot.
She's like, I kicked you in the face. Do you think the other one got out of the garbage can yet, or is she making her bathroom area in there and redecorating real quick? What?
Power bomb in the corner? I'm trying to figure out which.
She's gonna walk it in there, so hopefully
Yeah.
it doesn't fall out, right? She's like, hey, I found this move online. Let's try it out. It's gonna be great.
I saw this in Backyard Wrestling.
Let's see if your knee will hold.
Oh.
Oh, not her face.
It's a long way up for these ladies.
Mm.
Not these ladies, they're giants, but.
Well, if it was another lady, she just would have went right under the table because they're so short. So it wouldn't
Lita
matter.
Vega wouldn't even need to duck.
She'd just be like, la 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 la.
So she locked one side, but not the other side.
That's terrifying.
That's just a bad idea.
I think it's great. Maybe somebody will die.
Maybe something will happen.
I mean, it looks fun. I'm just not sure it's going to be.
The other.
Oh my god, both of them up there?
was much
Oh, good lord.
That
Cats.
turnbuckle could break. Although they're only 200 and some pounds together. 300.
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
If she does the
she's
rip
gonna do
tide,
a riptide off there, dude. Holy fuck, nobody break anything.
just don't go backwards.
Okay, you can do it. And
Oh.
she did. She barely got her.
It's over.
Good thing Rhea's been working out. Even with the fucking flat face coming in to try to help her.
Those kids. He's like, do you understand what we just witnessed?
You don't understand!
This is history!
Piccola says, haha, she's taking out the wall and extending the kitchen in the garbage can. That's right, Piccola. She's been in it for a minute. I figured that's what she was doing. Scarlett says, is that person John Cena? Because we can't see him. Nah. John Cena's got matches. He can't be here. This is Danny. Danny just likes to sit in the corner. It's fine.
They cover me up with the screen.
It's the only way he'll come and do the show. If I make him try to sit in the middle, he's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, he doesn't want to sit by a boy.
He's like, ugh, gross. Like, ew.
Travis has got cooties.
Right.
Yeah, I know. It's probably been contaminated. She's like, hey, can we put some plastic, like, barbed wire on my outfit? It'll be great.
Her other outfit is so much better than this, though.
Oh,
Rhea's outfit, we know
especially
that.
now. She wears like that tiny.
Yeah, that's what I'm
clothes
saying.
now.
Those ones are the other one's so much better than this.
It's like and it's not like it's not flattering to her body either. It's very flattering to her body, so
Very.
that's fine. People says he's our neighbor from Home Improvement, and that's all that matters. Yes, that's right.
Wilson.
Oh, Wilson.
He's very
Oh,
wise.
God, that guy
very
fell
wise.
down.
Hey, they're gonna show the Hobbit lady that I was telling you about, or whatever, the troll.
She's an actual hobbit?
Remember I showed you that ugly girl?
Which one?
Oh my god, we went over this in the kitchen. I had to Google her.
Oh, the big lady.
Yeah, well, they have one down there.
She looks like a
It
hobbit.
looks just like her, but she's thin and strong. She like gorilla presses girls and stuff.
Right?
She look like a hobbit or what?
Yes, or a troll, whatever you want to call it.
I feel like there's a huge difference between hobbit and troll.
Yeah, it's because you watch underworld shows. In normal world, they're both little strong things.
Underworld shows.
Whatever that's called with the hobbits and Dumbledore and all that.
Harry Potter.
Molador, Modov,
Mordor.
Mordor.
With Gollum.
Yeah, those people.
Well, it's not that.
July 13th.
I've read books, and they have
You read?
troll descriptions. They're nowhere near hobbits.
You know
Because
that?
hobbits are just little people
water
with
boy?
big feet that are hairy.
I was just
You
doing the
read?
water boy. Yeah, you read.
Yeah, she's got the disease of the brain.
Sometimes, I guess. Well, it says, take that Money in the Bank and cash in at Cena versus Punk tonight. Who? Who has it? Who's the dude that has the Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank.
Roman? No.
Who's the guy that
Seth
has it?
Rollins?
Seth. Ah,
Yeah,
that's
Seth.
right.
Same
See?
thing.
It's
It
what's
is
his
so
name?
That's what Danny's
worth-
here for.
So worthless that I don't even remember who has
Paul
what.
Heyman.
Oh, they showed that dumb bitch that supposedly won against Selena, and yeah.
Her name's Julia Gulia.
These two look like they could be brothers,
Yeah.
cousins.
Same noses and everything.
But one has Scarlett, and that's all that really matters.
Yes.
And that's happening now.
Is she gonna be here too?
She
Is
usually
she the
stands
one
in front
coming
of the
out?
wings. Well, she usually gets in front of the
I
wings.
know. What is she gonna look like in a bodysuit? Oh, there she is. Her back's to us.
That is the smoke show, by the way. Like when people talk about smoke shows, that is the smoke
That's
show.
Scarlett?
actually her nickname. People's like Sethy Poo. It's gonna says the Money in the Bank above you. Oh, those Money in the Banks. Yeah. People it says kneel and pray. Oh wait, is it fall and pray? I have no idea.
I think it's Fall and Pray. She just leaves him. She's like,
She's like, I'm gonna walk down here really, really fast because I have to be all weird. Look at me in my black and white video. I think it's fall and pray. Larry Johnson in the chat's
Hey,
like
Larry.
King Cody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cody did
Oh.
win King of the Ring. People's like, she has tiny spikes.
They keep her protected for
Yes,
people that want to grope her.
She has tiny spikes. That's it.
Kross has to win this, and he has to win it clean, and they're not going to do that.
No, they're
He
gonna
might
make it
win, but it's going to be
garbage.
dirty. But he should beat Sami clean.
If they're gonna do anything, yeah.
He wants Sami to be a heel.
He wants it to be angry. Oh, Larry's like CM Punk equals a WWE championship. Oh yeah, that's not what it equals.
They punched him, and then he gets excited. He's like, we got him. He loves that.
He's like, mwah. She's like,
Got him.
stop it. Stop it. You're not, it's not even funny. He didn't even hit you that hard. You're right, he didn't. It's hilarious. Leg slaps like a little girl. Scarlett says Karrion Kross versus Uncle Howdy versus Aleister Black. Yeah, why don't you just throw Damian Priest in there too while you're at it?
Fatal 4-way.
Who has the weirdest come out of their time of
Right, the
birds
entrance.
and entrances? Let's see.
Put Finn Balor in there as the demon.
Oh yeah, throw his demon guy in there too while you're at it.
Loser leaves.
Oh, he's coming out in the thingy.
Oh, yeah. Well, he is. He's Syrian.
Yeah.
Not from Saudi, obviously, but he's Muslim. Dude, he speaks 3 languages fluently, and there's no accents. It's crazy. Because he's Syrian by descent. He's from French Canada, and so he speaks perfect French, and then he's obviously...
Dolph Lundgren can do 7.
But without an accent?
Supposedly.
That's
I don't know about the accent part, but I know he can speak them fluently.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know,
so
what you've learned...
what we're saying is that we know that Dolph Lundgren is way better than this garbage.
Well, of course he's way better.
Yes.
We're talking about just his language skills. I don't like him as a human. I like Dolph. For all I know, I mean, I've never met him.
You've never met this guy either.
I said I don't like him. I know what he's about.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen what he's about.
Oh, yeah. It's apparent in everything he does, actually. His realness comes out in his characters sometimes. It's gross. Larry John says Seth Rollins is cashing in on John Cena versus CM Punk. Oh, yeah? It's going to happen, huh?
Tonight,
Picola says, I have another wrestling game to set up. Possibly this week. We can chat about it.
I'm down.
Yes, chat. Well, Travis says that we're probably not doing Monday because he refuses if it's recorded. And then
It's
Wednesday is AEW Dynamite. So we'll probably be here for that one, maybe. But we're definitely not going to be here for Friday on 4th of July. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to drink all day. Not buying any, you should tell your daughter now, I'm not buying any, whatchamacallits. It's too dry. It's
too dry.
It's been too hot and too dry. There's
just
no
outside
way.
here, like people don't.
Yeah, even here. Yeah, they don't. We don't. The only people that do are across the street, because the other ones that don't,
Browns,
and our neighbor this side doesn't. And the neighbors on this side definitely haven't been. And the only ones are across the street and maybe Ron's, and that's it. Not doing them. Sorry. No.
We get it. You don't want to.
Go to somebody else's neighborhood and do it.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah, right. Yeah.
So
Him leave? That's funny. That's hilarious, Danny.
No, I meant just do it in another neighborhood where, you know, not around your house.
So funny.
Yeah, go launch them at the park.
That way your house isn't in danger, it's others. That's all I meant, just joking.
Scott was like, there's no way that Seth Rollins is winning. People was like, I will make a will with the alphabet, then whatever letter hits. Then we discuss the best wrestlers, past and present, to put together as a War Games team and see who wins, hypothetically.
So is the letters,
Like-
they have to have that name?
War Games team as in, like, 5, so you'd have to have, how many wrestlers are you putting together? Like, how many would be involved?
But the wheel is alphabetical, and then if it starts, say, with a G, it has to be a wrestler that starts with a G? Is that what the understanding?
He says, like, his example is, so, like, Travis gets the letter K, and I get the letter R, 5 male wrestlers and 1 female if possible. Like, the wrestlers' names start with the letters.
R and K?
I think that's what we're asking. Like, correct. Okay, perfect.
And all 5 wrestlers have to start with the same letter? Or do you spin it multiple times?
6 wrestlers. 5 male wrestlers and 1 female if possible. So, that's a... Does all of them have that many people?
Well, even if there's just one.
Oh, how it's billed.
So we would roll for each one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm down. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
All right, Larry says Roman Reigns returns. Oh yeah, you want him to return? I don't know if he will. Not on this one. I'm sure he might return, but who knows what's going on?
It would
is he
be
taking
weird.
a break to do a movie, or taking a break for family stuff, or is he taking a break because he's sick?
Well, I think we'd hear that. I think they'd have that on here.
That's a possibility.
But I'm wondering if they would do 2 surprises in the final. Because you can't have a fake cash in and then Roman show up. Unless
True.
Roman costs Seth. Because they don't like each other.
Right, yeah.
And Roman's obviously babyface now and Seth's the heel. And he has Paul Heyman because of the whole stuff that happened with Roman.
Yeah.
So they could do it that way. But why would they not want the title on Seth?
I don't know. People says they may put together X, Y, and Z, and then P and Q. Yeah, makes sense. Larry says John Cena is leaving with the WWE Championship, and Scarlett said Roman Reigns is returning and spearing everyone and the women too. I don't think they'll allow that in this country. Just saying.
Obviously, I'm splitting hairs here or whatever, but is the name, so say it's an R, is it the last name or the first name? And if it's the first name, can it be the last name?
So the chat, the discussion that we were going to have later about this is now happening now. Just so you know.
Well, we got to see Karrion Kross
just so you're aware, people.
Throw Sami on his head.
Good job.
And smoke show.
So Sami has decided to be an aerial acrobatic from the Cirque du Soleil for tonight, I guess. All of a sudden, he jumps around and does flippity floppies everywhere.
Look at him land on his head.
And don't worry, Karrion has to wait for him to do his move because God forbid that he could do it quickly like all the other circus freaks. But, you know, hey.
With his beard and his hair and everything, he doesn't look like he used to.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys.
Having one on is better than nothing.
Well, I don't know why this isn't charging.
It does.
Okay, so this doesn't show a lightning bolt in the middle of it for charging for the battery for this. See how that one has a bolt in it?
Okay,
that one doesn't.
I think that's for the other one. Or no, it's fine.
It's not. But you tell me what's really happening because you know. Because you know.
Always comes to that.
What? Because you think you know?
Anyways, Karrion, Mr. Kross, or would we call her Killer Kross? Kill him.
I have no idea. All right, sorry about that, guys. Let's see.
I wonder why they have Daphne in this one and not in the women's match.
I don't know.
The men were too brutal.
Maybe they wanted to make sure they had somebody who could lift things because they had all the stairs and tables and stuff like that.
It's a lot of heads. You're supposed to. Oh.
Yeah, that's dumb. It's like that dumb flat-faced girl when she gets on top of him and screams and like flails her arms around like that wacky flailing arm thing and doesn't even hit him but supposedly does. It's weird. Anyways, thanks for letting us know that we were on mute, by the way. Appreciate that. Let's see, I'll go back. Larry said John Cena is leaving with the WWE Championship. Roman Reigns is returning and spearing everyone in the women too. And Piccolo says it can be flexible. Randy Savage or Macho Man. Scarlett says you guys are on mute. He seems more Hispanic to me. There's like, John Cena, new theme. Pico says, longer hair reminds me of a member of Pantera. Scarlett says, no, it's good. We're back. Yes. Things are working.
We are back.
I guess they weren't as charged as we thought they were. Which is weird. I thought they were charged. They got left on.
I turned them off when I left on Friday. But I don't think they were charged before.
Pico says, I honestly don't remember Kross's finisher.
Oh, me neither.
Finden Norbooz in the chat says, send me link. We don't have a link, but you'll have to look up some stuff online if you want to see if you can find anything. You can maybe try Twitch or
probably should just
TikTok
make a
or
Discord and have it live on Discord. And when people come in and ask for a link, you just send them to your Discord.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a thing. I'll
Yeah.
have to look it up.
Or as Pico says, peacocktv.com. Sure, that one too.
Peacock. And you get other stuff.
Yeah.
Like The
stuff.
Office.
Is that where it's at now?
Peacock. Yeah, it's NBC.
But, yeah, we don't have links for anything. Sorry.
Well, and even if we did, we couldn't say it.
Even if we did, we wouldn't. Just kidding.
Well, like...
Yeah, we kind of want to keep our channel. We've done it for too long now. We're invested, unfortunately.
It's like a professional channel. It's literally owned by an LLC, for fuck's sake.
People's like, yeah, Discord loves sharing with homies. Yeah, the homies.
I just didn't know if it was frowned on Discord. If it's not, fuck. I don't mind showing shit. I don't give a shit.
People's like, I heard Love Island is back, lol. Oh, that's a really good reason to get Peacock.
I mean, I guess another thing you could do is just set up a new one for each stream if they took it down.
Yeah, I guess. I have no idea how it works.
Cool.
Or what they go back to, or if they do any kind of
Join us on
investigation.
Discord, and I gotta figure out. I don't even know what Discord is. I just like saying the word. I play Dungeons and Dragons on Discord, but I don't understand it because I turn on the computer, I click on Discord, and I go to friends, click on it, and then my cousin takes care of the rest.
Yeah, because you have to be invited to their stuff.
Right. That's what I'm
So
saying,
you'd
it's
have to
secret.
start it.
I know, which I don't know how to do.
I don't know.
I'm sure it's not
How do
that
you
hard
start
to
a
learn.
Discord channel?
I'm sure it's not hard.
What do I say? Larry says maybe Cody will finish the story again at SummerSlam.
He could, but if you did that, Cena still has a few matches after that, so... And his story is taking the title home with him.
They're like, we're going to make Sami look like he's strong.
He's so strong. They make strong people in Canada.
Oh.
He's not from Canada,
Sleeper.
so...
He is too.
Cross jacket.
He's from French Canada.
Piccolo says, oh yeah, I've seen some terrible stuff on Smoosh. They play board games.
He's going to sleep.
What do you mean by terrible stuff in board games? That sounds weird. And like, I want to type some spicy stuff in the chat and see if you can decipher it. Like in our chat right now? Okay.
We're on Discord.
What kind of board games are these?
I like spicy stuff.
Oh, Piccolo says it's a card game called Incoherent.
Right. That sounds fun. We should buy that. Never play it with the rest of our game.
He didn't sell any of that at all.
Oh, Hulkamania.
He didn't sell any of his I didn't go out crap
He's got a pump his
at all.
fist.
Like, very well. He just, like, threw his hand up in the air like this. Like a weirdo. Freak.
Where's the rules end with women and their stuff?
What do you mean?
Okay, so it's to there, but what if your sleeve went to there? Was that a felony?
I don't think so.
You know what I mean? Like, is there a...
Like, I'm sure that it's, you know, like, oh, well, my sleeve accidentally came up, put it down.
Right.
Kind of thing.
I just want to know.
Unless they need to have it attached to their finger in
I
some
would
way.
assume they probably tape it.
Who tapes it? The people?
The wrestlers and the women. Like, tape it tight.
They probably make sure that,
Or the suit is a bodysuit and you can't pull it up even if you wanted to, which would make a lot of
That's
sense.
a possibility, too. Larry says, so much things will probably happen in John Cena versus CM Punk match.
What about...
Wonder if it's only 5 minutes long. Will you guys cry?
Does anybody know anything about the Middle East? Because I'm just wondering, like, so hypothetically, in wrestling though, but not like real life. So the girls come out, and we'll just say Liv Morgan, and they're wrestling, and she gets thrown over and gets stuck on the turnbuckle, and it rips, and it like so it shows like her back, nothing sexual, just but like rips all the way up under
Right.
her armpit, say.
Right. I bet they have protocols in place that they probably just immediately cover them with something.
Right, like a blanket.
Yeah, they probably end whatever's happening and then just cover them up. So they let him win.
Yeah, of course.
I wonder how they handle it, seeing that behind closed doors.
With your own wife is fine.
Oh,
if
I
you're
know.
with
I'm just
somebody
making
else's
a joke.
wife. Oh, I know.
I'm just making a bad joke.
Mhm.
How do they handle it?
Right.
Because I know eggs. Larry's like, Seth Rollins cashing in, la. And Pico says, this is a sample size.
They've got it all wrong. They let the men have no clothes on and the women have to have clothes on. Like,
Right.
I don't want part of that society. No.
The women are whores.
I want to be on the other side where the women can have no clothes on and the guys have to have all the clothes on.
And anyone can have taste of their flesh anytime they desire. Sodom. Sodom and Gomorrah. Their lust knows no bounds.
Oh,
Shit. Right in the side.
supposedly that took him out.
Yeah, well, that's his finisher.
I get it, but still.
The Halloumi kick.
I get it.
A hell of a
But
kick.
still. I'm right there with you, Deleva.
Gay.
Well, the whole point is to set this up long term.
I hate this guy. Pico's like, I believe that's a prawn genre, but I may be wrong.
Oh, they let Scarlett have cleavage.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's just covered up, but yeah. Like it's got a
Fishnet?
sheer thing over it.
Yeah.
It's sheer, but it's not like,
Maybe it's not real.
what, her boobs?
Yeah, well, the cleavage part.
No, it was real.
Like you could.
I watched it all the way down the ramp. Jiggle, 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 all the way down.
I did not notice.
When she was walking really fast down to the ring.
Let's see Scarlett jiggle.
Scarlett's like, what did you say? What did you say? And Pico's like, nude male, clothing females, LOL.
It's like a genre of porn.
And that's what Piccolo was saying. It's a porn genre. Or corn, as we know it. In our circles over here, on here. Because if you put porn in the chat, I think it blocks it.
Oh,
I
to
don't know.
type.
I don't know if you can type it in there. I mean, maybe some people can. I feel like there's some people that can't. And it's just like,
It's
nope.
so prevalent in the United States that. Okay. Somebody, I think it was Candace Owens, before you hated her. She looked it up, and it was the women on OnlyFans, and it was a ridiculous amount. It was 10 million. No, it was 3 million women on OnlyFans. And there's 97 million men that watch them on OnlyFans. That's how many men are on OnlyFans. In America, that's not world. And so she's like, huh. And then most of the women on OnlyFans are between the ages of 18 and 27. So like a 10-year period right there. So then she's like, huh, how many women are that age in the United States? There's 10 million. 30% of every single girl between the age of 18 and 27 is on OnlyFans. 30% of a whole entire age. That's 30% of the population's a prostitute. You know, I mean, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Is that not absurd? Why am I the only one upset by that? Danny's like, well, they should be. But to me, that's crazy. I think 3 out of 7
crazy,
is a prostitute. Or 3 out of 10,
That's
sorry.
kind of a harsh word to say
What would you-
that it is.
They're
What
selling
do
their
you
body
say
for
it
money.
is? Are they? No, they screwing people online too.
Well, that's a huge percentage, yes. By the way, OnlyFans is a lot of sex. Like porn sex, not fake
And
stuff.
all of them are doing it.
Right, you're
every
saying
single-
all, you're trying to do that.
All those girls are doing it.
Right, you're doing the whole thing.
Well, I mean,
I'm
you're
saying they
making
are
it out that it's that
all
way.
showing their cooters and their boobs.
Oh, they're all showing every part of their body. Every single one of those 3
My
million
Lord,
ladies
dude.
are. No matter what.
We're not talking about the 1%.
It probably is more than 1%, though. That's what I'm trying to entail to you. But
All right.
but we're jumping
Okay,
to the conclusion that
OnlyFans-
every single one of them,
Right. OnlyFans,
no matter what,
in
is
Dalitha's
showing
head is just
some kind of body
girls
part,
that
no matter what.
hang out and let guys hang out with them, and they don't do anything.
That's not what I'm saying at all. You're implying that it's that 100%. I am saying that there's probably a good percentage of your 100% that they're on there, yes, and they are getting money for what they're doing, yes, but that doesn't mean that they're showing all their body and just out there naked and screwing guys, and that's what they're getting paid for. There's going to be girls on there that aren't, that are in lingerie or bathing suits and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. But you're implying that all 100% of those ladies that are what you want to call sexualizing themselves are just prostitutes and fucking people and showing their boobs and their twats to everybody. And I'm saying that there's probably a percentage, probably a kind of a high percentage of them, of those women that are on there that they would consider quote unquote porn, if you want to, are not doing that. That they're doing other things. Like, as Piccolo says, anime outfits, cosplaying, that kind of stuff, because there is a huge market for that within that 100% of people. It's weird to have you're trying to tell me that, well, no, 100% of them no. And I'm saying, no, I'm saying that your 100% thinking is not.
Right. So
What one person perceives of your thing, or Candace Owens, or whoever you're
right.
going with.
Okay, so what is your percentage that doesn't show a boob?
I don't,
You said it's high, so what's
I don't know. What do you consider showing a boob?
a
What
fucking-
what is your
a fucking
definition?
tit. Look up boobs on the internet.
I don't care. What is your definition of showing a boob?
A nipple.
So it has to be completely bare.
An-
No matter what, it's bare. There's
Jesus
not a
Christ.
swimsuit
I
or
can't say it
lingerie
any more
or
clear.
anything like that.
A nipple. Period.
You could just show a nipple and the rest of the boob's completely covered.
Cool.
So what do you consider
I can't say it anymore.
naked? So
A
it's completely
nipple.
naked. The whole kit and caboodle.
Jesus
I wouldn't have
fuck.
no idea
There's
because
no way I
I
could see.
don't go on those websites to look at the
I
percentage.
do not have an OnlyFans account for sure. A nipple.
Okay.
There.
That you have to make it a weird thing, but
What
alright.
the fuck? That's not weird. You asked me what I think of nudity. Nipple. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. I have no idea.
Okay. So, out of
You're 100% of these women.
how many?
According to you, it's 100%.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Stop. Out of the 100%, because that's what you go by, is 100. How many with your percent do you think?
I have
do
no
not
idea. I'll
show?
say 60 to 70% of them show, and 30 to 40 of them don't.
That's a good number.
I'm not saying that the majority of them don't.
Right.
That's what I was trying to get out.
Right.
But you're like, no, 100% of them all do.
No.
They all are
So-
fucking whores. They're all prostitutes. They're fucking dudes. They're all naked. No, you literally said it before I said anything.
Right. So, to change my thing, to agree with you 100%, it is now 1.5 to 2% of women ages 18 to 27 are prostitutes. 2%. That's still 2 out of 10. At 70%. That still seems high.
Okay.
Right? Like 2 million fucking women in that age group. And that's not including girls that are 28, 29, 30, 31. I just assume it tapers smaller, but maybe once they get to like 45, it goes back up. I have no idea. I've never done research on this, but I'm sure it's there. I'm sure they keep tabs on this stuff.
I wouldn't know. Sounds like you've really looked into it, though.
You know I did, because I heard a little quick thing with Candace Owens as I flip it through.
Not surprising.
Super deep into it.
Perv. Fucking perv.
There it. Candace Owens is perv.
You're a perv, too.
That's not perv.
Because I'm sure you looked into it more than she did. Scarlett says I want to see the person with the WG shirt against Brock Lesnar in a street fight. And then people says, yeah, you do understand Florida porn sites are restricted and require driver's license information. They do here too. People says it's major. I never expected to happen, yet here we are. Scarlett says, you guys have a nice conversation.
Right.
We always do. People says, well, sometimes they cosplay too, anime outfits. And Walter's in the chat. Hey, Walter. Says, hi, Travis. Hi, Daphne. And Piccolo says, we here at Wrestling Gap do not knock the hustle. No. Make your money, queens.
Yeah, I'm not
I really do not care. I personally do not care what choices in life. Just be safe. That's it. Be safe about it. Go on with your life. Do you, boo. Walter says, who won so far? Sami Zayn just won against Karrion Kross. Cody Rhodes run King of the Ring against
Ripley.
Randy Orton. And Rhea won against the street fight, whatever fight that was, against Raquel Rodriguez.
Old Rack Rod.
That's what that was.
And now we got Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship going up against Solo Sikoa.
That match is happening now, Walter.
Right now.
Right now. And people says, yeah, boy, Cody Rhodes beat Randy. And Walter says, hi, guest watch WWE pay-per-view, and Nith Kumar is in the chat, hey, Nith, and they let him know we don't show any of the content because that's a copyright violation. Piccolo says the women's street fight, Rhea beat Rackrod, and Scarlett says, what is this conversation? It's a conversation that happens a lot. Travis's mind, he's a dude. Piccolo says, and they just had a match with Sami Zayn beating Karrion Kross. Walter, all caught up. Walter says, guys, they can't show the pay-per-view copyright. And then Walter says, thanks, Piccola. And thank you, Piccola, for writing it out. I appreciate that. Piccola says they are just starting the entrances to Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. And Walter says, what happened to your lights? I guess when it gets hot, turn off lights. Yes, Walter. Turn off the lights. It's hot. So, yeah. We're trying not to.
Not to mention, even in the cold, they're nice to not have on.
It's true. It's like in your eyeballs, and it's nice.
You literally don't realize
eyes.
that you're squinting until they turn off, and your eyes just relax.
It's true. Walter says Jacob Fatu for the win. Ooh, we want him to keep that title, huh? Piccolo says, yeah, in reality, there's 5 to 10K in chat watching a hot tub chatting stream with a half-naked Chica giggling and showing boobs. Sophie says, how you like the pay-per-view so far?
I'm okay with it.
Anybody?
No complaints at all.
How about Danny?
I mean, I would have liked to see Kross win.
Piccolo says, and here we have about 6. Walter says, Daphne didn't win bingo today, but there is bingo on Wednesday. Well, good luck with that, Walter. I hope you win.
Before the bell even rang.
Of course he did. Sophie says we have 3 more matches left, so Jade versus Asuka is before the main event. Kind of interesting. And Piccolo's like, right meow. Walter says, good, WWE pay-per-view started early. Larry Johnson says, why is there only 2 championship matches on Night of Champions? Because the Night of Champions are like the King and the Queen of Ring stuff, too.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to consider those championships, you'd add those 2 to it, and then there'd
Don't
be 4.
they consider them championships?
No, well, that's a
They're
championship.
the Night of the King of the
King of
Ring
the Ring
champion and the Queen of the Ring champion. They call them that.
They're not even going to use them. It's so weird. In the old days, they wore crowns, and they were literally, they had it forever.
Yep.
King Savage.
They were like actual
the Macho
cool
King.
things. Scarlett says, did John Cena win? I don't know.
That hasn't
We couldn't
happened
see
yet.
it even if it happened. Sophie says, Travis didn't walk out when Sami Zayn won.
No.
Sophie says, I like that the pay-per-view is almost over. Me too. Can't wait to go make some more food.
Everyone's excited that something they like is almost done. Not you, but them.
I have no idea.
I'm so glad this is almost over. I mean, it's cool because
I've got shit to do today,
I
bitches.
understand that part, but it's still funny. Like,
Sophie says, I didn't mind the winners of every match so far. And Pico's like, King Booka. Scarlett says John Cena is going to beat CM Pussy and retain. Oh no. And Pico's like, or King Owen. And Sophie says Rhea versus Raquel was awesome.
yeah, they did a good job. Ladies. Guess I just store toothpicks in this little crevice.
Oh.
Yeah, you're disgusting.
So a lot of people think.
Not surprising. Sophie also says, did you see Randy Orton look after he lost?
That was in between this and that.
Yeah, not surprising.
Who lost?
Did you see Randy
Yeah, new
Orton's
toothpicks.
look after he lost?
Yeah,
He looked upset.
heel turn possibly.
Pico says, yeah, I want to work in the garden
Oh.
before it storms. Are we supposed to get storms down there?
Is there a hurricane coming through? I haven't looked at the Weather Channel in like a year. Is there? Have you been paying attention?
I haven't heard or seen anything. Walter says, I'm glad the wrestlers and WWE fans are safe away from those bombs that are banned. There are no bombs,
Are
Walter.
they still doing
nope,
that?
No, they're not. Nobody's doing any of that. Sophie says Randy looked like he was going to attack Cody. Yeah. His snaky face said it all. He's like...
Oh.
Did you hear Trump talk about the UN? The
No.
leader of the UN, whatever his name is.
Oh, God.
He's like, yeah, he called me up. He calls me daddy. Fucking Trump.
funny.
His Secretary of State or whatever. He's in the back, just trying not to fucking laugh. He's like trying to hold his face, like.
Scarlett says Randy may interrupt the match at SummerSlam between Cena and Rhodes, RKO both, and make it a triple threat.
Hell yeah, might as well.
And
Being
people's
two
like,
matches.
always.
Did you see that press conference with him the other day, or whatever? He was talking, and a guy in the background shouted, "Trump 2028," and he smiles and he says, "I like that guy."
Sophie says it was storming here for a little bit. People says always. So it could be about the storms, hurricanes, or that they have a triple threat. Because that always could relate to all those things.
Yes.
I'm just going that Piccola answered every single one of those. And Ravi's rave must be really happening because we haven't seen him since.
Yeah, because it's not on at 1 o'clock in the morning after he's done raving.
His mate's rave. He took his drugs and he's ready. Piccola says Samoan werewolf has a bit of shiny black leather.
I saw that. He needs to have already won this match. I don't understand why Solo's still in this. Solo's not even that good.
I think it's because he keeps running away.
Every time I watch, he's winning, not Jacob.
Pickle also says, but I don't get the dumb vibes as much. With the shiny black leather, or...
Oh.
It's a lot of ass.
Yeah, it is.
You remember Rikishi, the stink face, the guy that would do that? He'd pull his shit up. That's his dad. So it makes sense that he would do that. But he's not wearing the thong. Or he wouldn't wear a thong, but he'd pull it all up in there anyway, so it was like a thong.
Scarlett says, did Fatu and Solo happen? It's happening now!
It's on!
It's on!
Right now. Right
They're
now.
having a sibling rivalry.
Solo's whooping his ass.
Pickle says, it's on currently. Yeah, it is.
Some ass whooping.
He's like, we're going to have a very large conversation.
Fatu's eyes.
Like, do you see all of these tattoos on my arms? They mean something!
Yeah, me. Notice that Fatu doesn't have any.
He does
or
not. He has
Meaning,
he has words on his like arms right
meaning two different things. He's not Samoan.
here. What?
Or he's not old enough to get them.
Ooh.
But-
What really is
You gotta be a
it?
certain age to get them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get them.
Spitting.
You get
That's
different ones
disgusting.
at different ages, and that's why you'll see them progress. The different ones. Like the Rock's is completely covered now, but it started out. Well, he didn't have one. Remember, he had that Brahma bowl. It's gone.
Well, and
now
Jay
Uso's
all
has,
up on his neck now,
Jay's
and all
is,
kinds of weird shit. He's gone crazy with his.
Well, it's because he can.
Piccolo says, yeah, when
But
Solo.
it's by age, huh?
Yeah, and they do it with a stick, with a needle on it, and they dip it in the ink or whatever, and they stab.
But they
them.
can't get certain stuff until they're a certain age, or
Right,
what?
right.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Piccolo says, yeah, when Solo was younger, he was a goofball. I seen some vid of him singing Will Smith or some ish.
All I know is, and I don't know how he did it, his wife is beautiful, and he's got babies with her. Like,
Travis, I just love the way you. I don't know how he did it.
I mean, dude must be the nicest human on the planet.
Could be
in real
hung,
life.
hung like a horse.
Right.
Who knows?
Scarlett says, what if Jacob Fatu lose and then win the world title and having undefeated streak until WrestleMania 42 and then faces Roman Reigns?
They could definitely do that. Not tonight, but they could definitely do that. It would be 42. But I feel like he is a future champion.
Solo?
No.
No, Jacob Fatu.
Fatu,
Oh,
the
Fatu.
werewolf. He's got a little of that.
He's
Whatever.
a champion now, though, ain't he?
Yeah,
He's a United States champion.
but he's got that or it or whatever you want to call it.
Piccolo says, I think there's time here in Florida. It's dark in the afternoon. It storms for 15 to 20 minutes. Then the next thing, it's bright and sunny.
That's awesome. Do you have alligators up in that area, in the Tallahassee area?
I think they got it
Pensacola?
everywhere there.
Pensacola. Well, I know they obviously do the whole panhandle up the side there. I just didn't know if they did right there. Although, I mean, I know they're in Narlands and over into Alabama and stuff.
I'm in Louisiana and shit.
Yeah.
Glad we don't have them here.
Really?
I guess.
You remember
Jason's?
Jason's?
Mm-hmm.
What do you ever do with that?
I killed it.
Like
basically.
on purpose?
No, just neglect.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
Piccolo says, it feels so muggy, but it drops maybe 10 degrees cooler. That's nice.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. JC.
Not Mateo.
Who's this?
Oh, shit.
Is that Jimmy? I can't tell who it is.
No,
Oh,
it's
no,
the
it's-
weird
it's-
guy.
The Bachati.
The Wachati
They're
guy.
all after Jacob.
Oh, shit. Off the top, too.
I still feel like Jacob's going to win this, but...
Yeah, he should.
What, are you going to win with a spinning neck breaker?
Who's that guy?
I told you. Like, I'm like, if they have him lose to a spinning neck breaker, then...
That's not the Wachati guy.
It's probably the older brother. Remember there
Oh,
was
the
two?
one that broke his foot?
Yeah.
Is he back now?
I guess. Yeah, that's the older one.
Oh, okay.
Their brother is massive. He showed up on SmackDown. I'm pretty sure it's their brother. He's like six.
The Tongans
Yeah,
brother?
he's like 6'8".
Oh.
Hmm.
He- Scarlett's like, did you speak about Solo's wife? Look at Karrion Kross' wife.
Well,
That motherfucker is lucky.
that's a different level.
People's like, not around
But I
us
could
for
see
your alligator
Karrion-
question.
That's that smoke show. chick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I mean, Kross isn't. He don't look like Solo Sikoa. He actually looks like he might be able to pull a pretty girl. Not saying that he's handsome or anything. I'm just saying that he's got a little bit better shape and look to him.
Piccolo's letting you know that they don't have alligators around them in Pensacola.
Yeah.
Let's see. Piccolo says Timu Tonga. One of them. Oh, both of them are sons of Haku.
Yeah. Now his other son is the big kid, right? The really bigger. Well, he's bigger. I don't know how big he is. 6 foot something. Or is that a different guy?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about their family.
Whoa.
And is Fatu related to any of these guys?
And Piccolo says, oh, speaking of which. Oh, where's the Rock? A rough disappeared?
There he is. There's the big one.
That's the big one, huh?
That makes way more sense. Notice he doesn't even have a tattoo, does he?
Huh? I can tell. It's Tongan. It's different.
Yeah, he's a big dude. But his dad was one of the baddest dudes on the planet. That Haku.
Mm.
You remember Haku?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he would like
people
beat people
says
up
it's
after matches and shit.
Haikalu, or however you spell. They were all New Japan, part of the Bullet Club.
Everybody was in the Bullet Club, I think, at one point. Was
Yeah.
Asuka in the Bullet Club?
Doesn't feel like it's very special.
Julia, this kid?
Yeah, all of them.
Because nobody knows who they
All of them
are.
were in the Bullet Club.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant this happened.
No, I said the part of the Bullet Club. You
Yeah.
said, isn't everybody in the Bullet Club? And I said,
Yeah.
oh, it doesn't sound very special.
No, literally, Cody was in it.
Oh,
Took
so
it
they
from
let
your
him win it,
mom.
huh?
Well, that's, I mean, obviously, that guy
So-
that'll set up a feud.
So he won it.
So the makeshift bloodline.
10 weeks and he's
He's
done.
got some very
Championship.
weird facial features.
Mm-hmm. He kind of almost looks like his dad.
He looks kind of like a rat.
Give me that belt. From America Samoa.
Mm-hmm. Weird.
Ugh.
Oh, people's like, yeah, Jay White was in it. AJ. I'm pretty sure every time anybody's there, you guys say that they were in it.
Adam Cole, sure, at some point, maybe.
I didn't realize he was there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He was having his nap.
Yeah.
He's completely.
Gotta sit by dad.
How did you know? Because I was inverted.
He was
I'll
like
go.
Gallows and Anderson, LOL. Yeah, those guys too. Everybody.
Can't do a negative G crossover.
Oh.
I think she eats peanuts.
You don't like peanuts?
I don't
I
think I've
do.
ever seen her
I-
eat peanuts.
I just want any.
Ever? Because you never eat peanuts. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's okay.
Well, in that trail mix is basically all peanuts.
Oh, there's a lot of that. And M&Ms.
I don't
Do you
pick
want
out
some
the peanuts.
M&Ms with your peanuts?
Some
Or
peanut
peanut
M&Ms.
I like peanuts and I like M&Ms, and I could eat peanut M&Ms, but I really don't like them. I'd rather have one or the other.
Right. Or both,
Just-
but just separate.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Like right now, I want peanuts. Maybe next time I'll want M&Ms. You don't know. You don't know me. So Scarlett's like, did Jacob Fatu win? No. Solo Sikoa won.
Solo won. He's the new champ. We got
He's
a
the new
champion.
United States champion. There you go. As Piccolo says, new champion, not clean.
Because of the big guy coming out. to help
Nakalu
him.
interfered and Solo spiked Jacob to win. There was a lot of interfering.
Yeah.
The Wachati Tonga did. The other Tonga came out. Their big brother came out. JC Mateo came out. They all beat up Jacob Fatu so that Solo could win. Because apparently he cannot win on his own.
So my question is
Weak.
this setting up, like, we're just watching it, so I'm just throwing this out there. Is this setting up a War Games match against Fatu, Roman, and the Uso boys?
Who else are they going to have in their group? Because that's only 4.
Well, I understand
Don't you have to
that.
have
Sami
6?
Zayn. Maybe Triple H has another Samoan in his back pocket. I don't know.
Piccolo says, can't believe they are bringing back the Great American Bash. Do you have favorite moments from NWA, WCW, Great American Bash, Travis?
Okay, so probably my problem is when I was a kid and I watched wrestling, I didn't pay attention to what things were called. I've never been a name person.
She bedazzled herself.
That guy next to her.
Jimmy
does all that
Time.
over.
She totally bedazzled herself. He's like, I'm thinking pure thoughts.
So
pure thoughts.
If you told me matches that was on it, I'd be like, oh, hell yeah. But I don't know because I didn't pay attention. I know, like, Starrcade matches, but only from the early days. I don't know anything after, like, 89. I mean, obviously I watched Starrcade, but I didn't know that I was watching Starrcade or cared that I was watching Starrcade. I just was watching
I never
wrestling.
knew which one was any of them.
Yeah, I just watched wrestling. I didn't.
Yeah, that's how I was too.
I'm still that way to this day. The only reason I know is because we do this channel that I pay attention to, and obviously WrestleMania is a little different. But I couldn't tell you WrestleMania moments either because I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember they wrestled, but I don't remember where they wrestled. So my brain is just disorganized with that stuff. Ooh, what's next? I want to hear the crowd.
No.
You hear crowds now?
No, I don't want to hear the crowds boo people.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna boo.
Because, like,
Assuming.
makes sense. Makes sense. Your information.
Yeah, I didn't know it was even a thing until lately. You know, when people were like, "Oh, what's your favorite WrestleMania moment?" It's like Hulk Hogan.
No, Travis loves Hulk Hogan.
No matter what, it's Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Everybody.
After Hogan left, so did I. And that's when WCW was born in my head. Before that, it was the NWA.
When he left or whatever, I kind of left and didn't like. Not that I didn't like it, but I didn't really watch it or anything. And the stuff that I really watched was that ECW all the time. That's what I really liked in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
New Jack.
Yeah, trust me, I know who you're talking about. I never watched it. First of all, I didn't even know it existed. And I was a huge wrestling fan, but I don't. How do you know? Like, this before the internet. So how did people know it was on?
I think I just
Stumbled on it or
just
something.
had the channel on and then knew it was on or something.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was my thing. It's like, how did people know it existed?
I just remember watching it and seeing how, which a lot of wrestling purists don't like it, but I just seen how it was so bloody
Violent,
and so
yeah.
violent and stuff, and I was like, whoa, I want to watch this.
100%.
Well, did they advertise it in the TV guide?
Not that I'm aware of. I didn't watch the TV guide.
I don't
Not the
even
TV
remember what
guide.
channel it
Watching,
was
I meant
on.
the magazine, the paper. Most people, that's what they got.
Which
or else
channel was
in
it
the
even on back
newspaper.
then? Like USA
I
or
can't
something?
tell. I have
Or I can't
no
remember.
idea that. If it was on USA, I feel like I would have seen it.
Yeah, I
'Cause
can't
that's
even
where-
remember what channel they were on.
People says, so, Great American Bash, one of my first early memories was the Tower of Doom.
Really?
Doom. And people says, Asuka versus Jade Cargill is next.
That
yes,
was-
it is.
That was what's his name stuff. The Taskmaster setup, right? Kevin Sullivan. Couldn't think of his name.
People says they had a team of the Road Warriors, Ronnie Garvin and Jimmy Garvin versus Kevin Sullivan and the Varsity Club, who had Dr. Death, Steve Williams, Mike Rotunda, and Rick Steiner.
That's a hell of a groups.
Yeah.
Dude, I loved. Don't ask me why. I loved Ronnie Garvin. Hands of stone. And he did the Garvin stomp. Like, so the guy'd be laying on the ground, he'd start at their ankle and then work their way up and around.
Mm-hmm.
Back to their other ankle.
Yeah, I remember that.
The Garvin style. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah! I'm like 10. This guy's the greatest ever. He beat Ric Flair for the World Championship when I was like 8, 9 years old. Loved it. Looking back, you know, I'd be like, they can't do that. They can't put that guy over. You know, like I always think of how cynical I am now when I'm watching wrestling. It's like, there's probably a kid out there that's just loving this shit. So I gotta like hold my tongue sometimes. Some kid out there likes Sami Zayn. Kid.
Scarlett's like, did Jacob Fatu win? You asked that, we
No.
answered
No.
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 Jacob Fatu lost immensely by getting beat up by every person possible. And Solo Sikoa won and took home the championship of the United States Championship.
Okay.
People
here comes
says,
Austin.
and like Precious was at the bottom, like tied up or chained up something.
Right.
Precious.
Didn't Precious become somebody else and then become dead by Chris Benoit.
No, not Chris Benoit. Precious, my precious.
Woman is Precious Woman, or is that two different people?
Precious, my precious.
I don't know where Osaka, Japan is. To be honest, I don't know where anything in Japan is.
Yes, it's in Japan.
Well, of course it is. You just said that. From Osaka, Japan.
Osaka.
Osaka. I just don't know where it's at on the map, is what I'm saying. Is it northern? Is it southern? Is it eastern? Is it western?
No, it's such a tiny little island.
Guess you can see out of that, huh? Do you like her?
She's like our age.
Hmm.
Which is crazy. I think she is, at least.
There's Japan.
Yeah.
There's Tokyo. And
Mhm.
Osaka's down there. So it's in the southern part. And it's
We
by
dropped
the
our bombs
ocean.
on that very bottom corner.
It's Kyoto is a little bit north of it.
I don't know what that is.
It's a
Why did
big
we pick
thing.
the cities that we did? Do you know?
They were most populated.
Because we were destroying Tokyo already. And so... And
Yeah, I was just thinking, why didn't they just like pick like the biggest or something?
because they had to drop the bombs and then get to China. Because they couldn't just fly back. 'Cause, you know, they're not the bombers that we have today.
Yeah.
Nowadays we just fly over there, drop it, and come back. But back then you couldn't, and so we had to drop it and then go to China, and it was just on the way. It's the very south, so we came up through the islands, launched, dropped.
Why would we have went there when we could have just went to South Korea? That would have been stupid. Why would we go to China way up here when we could just go to South Korea, which is right there?
South Korea, I'm not 100% was occupied.
Not during that time.
We didn't
World
have
War
it.
II?
We didn't have it then, yeah, because we didn't. The Korean War was after.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm pretty
Korean
sure
War was in
that-
the
that's
50s.
right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was occupied.
Yeah, Korean War was like 51, 52, something
Mhm.
like that. 53.
Oh, I'm not listening to the crowd.
For sure not.
Can't hear him anyways. Look at her. Even her dark skin.
They boo her?
No, well, you can't hear it. The music's too loud. They did that on purpose. We can't hear the crowd at all.
That's funny. They're like, we don't want you to have whatever you want to call it. Anyways, Pickle says when he was a heel, she had a gimmick bottle of hairspray that she took with her ringside.
Yeah.
And Piccolo says, oh, she's Storm cosplay tonight.
Uh-huh.
And then Piccolo's like, her eyes are a trip, though. And, yeah, Koreans make some great food. Oh,
Oh my God.
Put in contacts, huh?
That's crazy.
Just the eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, she put blue contacts in.
She's a white
Don't get spit in the face. They're like, we don't want to watch this.
Look at the
And baby.
size difference. Those guys. Like, we're leaving. So Asuka's getting cheered.
Weird. They're
Gotta
like,
get
you
around
can
her."
use her like a monkey bar thing.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh.
Okay, I will do my best. Oh no, my back. She's like, let me do a quick pin on you.
Let's go, Asuka.
Scarlett's like, what is that dude in the corner doing? dude are you talking about? Are you talking about like the video dude? Or video guy in the corner? People's like, she's sort of giving Black Adam too. Yeah? Very exciting, I guess. Everybody is very quiet about it. Oh, you have both of them in. So
Yes, I'm just trying to hear the crowd.
Oh.
They are all chanting for Asuka, though. What did you guys say?
No. I was just reading stuff. No, the dude sitting right next to me. Which guy? There's two dudes sitting next to me. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about Danny? Danny's just hanging out, having a good time, watching some wrestling. Hassan is in the chat. Hey, Hassan, good to see you tonight. Says, hi there, guys. Welcome back to the Night of Champions. Yeah, champions of nightness.
During the day.
Well, it's nighttime for them. Oh, no. Not your leg. Ah, no.
She's just like holding the leg.
She's like, don't twist my ankle out. She's
The crowd's
no.
like, break it!
Break
Fucking
it.
crowd.
Bill's like, what's up, Hassan? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, damn.
She's like, let me help you over.
She's like, I toss you like little baby.
Dude, they don't like her at all after that move. Dead silent.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Like, not even like boos. Just
Yeah.
nothing.
Which is kind of weird.
Every time Asuka does anything, even stand up, they cheer.
They've been here with her before. Hasn't she been here before?
I don't know.
I can't remember if Jade's been here before.
Oh, Bianca.
I don't know if they did that to Bianca, so I don't know. Bianca says, I think the fried rice didn't tide me over. Well, you know, I understand from that kind of food that you have to eat it multiple times a day. So, yeah, you're probably going to need to eat more food. Just saying.
Kick up.
Booze.
Just booze, huh? That's fine. Just take it as it is. She's used to being booed.
Oh.
She was booed in AEW for how long? She was booed in AEW for how long?
Well, she was a heel there.
I know. That's fine. She was used to booze, though.
Yeah.
It's not like it should make her change who she is or what she's doing. Be a good guy, be a bad guy.
Daphne is the referee, though.
Yes, Daphne is the referee.
Let's go, Asuka.
Yeah. It's just because she's been around so long. That's all it is. That and didn't they have a Saudi Arabia match and she was the champion during the pandemic stuff and everything too?
No.
No, they didn't go there. I can't remember if they did any of that stuff.
No travel during the pandemic. And then they didn't allow women for the first couple years.
True. I thought she had been there doing so. I thought she was one of the first ones with Natalia, and they wore T-shirts and shit.
It was Natalia and the military girl.
I swear, I know Lacey Evans, but I swear that Asuka was one of the first ones in one of those too.
She might have been there at some point. I don't remember it.
Yeah, they definitely like her better.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
Oh. Asuka going up top. Missile dropkick. power. Ooh.
Oh, that was hard.
I love that she just picked up that 120 pounder like she was nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, literally just stood up off the ground with her. She's strong. Uh-oh, that's it.
No, Jade, no.
Jade's got her pinned.
Oh.
Big pump kick. Cargill just manhandling her.
Okay, so it was with Bliss in 22.
There you go.
And they defended the women's tag team championship against Dakota Kai and Io Sky.
Really?
Damage Control won the match, becoming the new champions that night. I was like, I know I'd seen her there before, and she was wearing a T-shirt. That was when they wore T-shirts over their. They wore
they couldn't.
They wore bodysuits,
Yeah.
and then they wore T-shirts.
They couldn't show the curves.
Yeah, they couldn't show any of the curves.
But he's come more and more relaxed.
Mm-hmm. Well, as long as they're completely covered, it's fine. That's all there is to it, I'm guessing.
That's it.
Oh.
She just won. It's over.
Wow.
She
She
kicked herself out, but
Yeah.
she won. It's over.
Oh, Asuka kicked herself out?
Well, no.
Oh.
Jade rolled back too far, and Asuka's shoulder came up, and the ref just kept counting.
Oh, whoops.
Well, because she was supposed to lose.
He knew the script.
Jade just fucked up and over-rotated.
Oh.
But she beat her clean and quick.
People says, hey, so TK gonna feel a burning in his neck when both Cody and Jade are highlighted as king and queen of the ring.
It's done.
People
Yeah.
says, gosh, that been year, or for sure it was maybe Bailey versus Asuka or Kyrie. Yep, cloud cover. We're about to get some rain. And people says, Asuka getting some hype. Oops. And people's like, damage control. There you go. Scarlett said, who did win? Jade Cargill.
Jade pinned her clean.
She's now
Beat her.
queen of the ring. Yeah, I was like, I knew she was there at one point, and I could picture her in a T-shirt and a thing, and I was like, that had to have been in the early times, but I couldn't remember what year it was.
See? There's no way her shoulder was still down.
Somebody's knocking at the door.
I thought I
Did we
heard
not
somebody.
put the thing up?
Probably not.
Is that Ayla? Well, she wouldn't be here because she has shit to do.
Where's my phone?
I don't know.
It's in the darks.
Did you lock the door?
Yeah. It's my mom.
Oh.
It's fine. What are you doing here?
She's bringing this.
Some oil. I'm in the office. We're doing a live pay-per-view show.
I'm just gonna give you this,
Oh, let's bring that over.
and I stuffed the oil and all the stuff in the carpet. They had
The world was on her shoulders. She's talking about fighting through the booze. Don't let them tell you who you are. You show them. Ah. Pico says Asuka attempted a booty bump, then Jade caught it and put her finisher. Yeah. Scarlett says the dude covered almost the whole screen. Oh, sorry, Scarlett. Oh, poor you. Pico says Queen Crown looks way better.
And those are huge, though. It doesn't look like it fit on her head. Does it?
I don't think they're supposed to wear them. I think they're just supposed to win them. I'm guessing they don't wear them this year. Or,
Oh, well,
she's going to
I
put it
guess
on her
it
head
does
for a
fit.
second.
Maybe it does fit. All right.
She put it on for just a second and then took it right off. She's like, yep, there it is. Yes. And done. So, last but not least, Pico is going to be Pico's favorite match of the whole afternoon. Old CM Punk and what's his butt nuts? John Cena Pina. Old loser pants. Pickle is trying to tell us that the crown looks way better as a queen one. But you know, I feel like they look kind of the same. I didn't really notice that much difference between them. You would think they would have made it a little more feminine, but they made it very bulky looking as well. So SummerSlam's only 35 days away, everybody. It's going to be at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, the dump of the United States. Pickle says, I'm curious how this will end up. Scarlett signs. John Cena is going to beat CM Pussy. Ha ha. Shh. And Pickle is like, Juan Cena. Yeah, that guy. Old Juany Cena pants. Oh no, not the late night featuring that guy for SummerSlam. By the way, everybody, SummerSlam is going to be 2 nights, which is stupid.
They're doing that for all of them now, huh?
I guess. I don't know. It just makes everything
Dumb,
stupid. Anyways, Stanley Krupinski's in the chat. Hey, Stanley. It's like Cena sucks. That's very true. I've heard that a lot. I agree. And it's probably because you can't see him, and that's why. And Piccolo says, Osbury Park, New Jersey. I love the home of the Bam Bam Bigelow. Scarlett says if Randy Orton didn't beat Cena, I don't think Punk will. I guess. Is that how it works? Is that how it goes? I wouldn't know. The match you should be looking forward to on Monday with our special start time is Sami and Rusev. The banger as well, everybody. All the bangers. Saturday Night Main Event is happening on July 12th. The Ring General Gunther against Goldberg. He's going to come down in his walker on his rascal, trying to beat up another guy. It's going to be great.
Come down in his rascal scooter, yeah.
He's fucking old as fuck and he's all broken. It's fucking dumb. But they're going to be like, no, it's going to be amazing. It's like, maybe it's about time that he was beat into submission. Put on his rascal and sent back to the old folks' home. I feel it's time. Time to retire his ass. Scarlett's like, Goldberg is going to spear Gunther like 30 times. 1 jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. I don't think he can do that, Scarlett. I don't think he has the ability or the stamina to do that anymore. He will need his walker to help him. Stanley says Punk wins because Cena must lose sooner than later. And you think that Punk should be the winner of that? Instead of it going back to like Cody Rhodes or something? You don't think that John Chino Weena Pants is going to keep it until the end of the year of his retirement tour he's having? My question is, how are they going to have CM Punk lose? That's my question. How, and still make him look, because they do pay him a lot of money. How are they going to? Stanley said that, and Scarlett's like, did you watch Lesnar versus Goldberg? I don't remember. Was it just recently? Stanley says the one thing Chyna will never break San Martino record. I don't think he's going to break a lot of records. He's retiring, right? So he's done with records. I take it you didn't watch a Lesnar versus Goldberg match?
I think so.
I'm sure Travis has, though, but he is not in the vicinity of the room, so he can't tell you. Not the corruption. Oh no, not the victim of abusiveness. Everybody hates him now. Sold his soul to the devil of the rock. Ooh. Exile. His own personal exile. Fuck off, man. Well, his exile that he did to himself, he chose to. So silly. Piccolo says, which one of the squash match or the botch shooting star press by Brock? I don't know, Piccolo. Because I don't remember any of them because I've only been watching wrestling for like 6 years. Stanley says that would be hold on to the title for 8 years. Yeah, I don't think any of them can do that anymore, Stanley. I don't think they write that into their stuff. They try to do long and then they're like, oh my gosh, he had it for like 608 days. And it's like, yeah, some of these guys had a one title when there was only one title to have for years. So how does that work?
See, he's got his cup stuff on there.
Yeah, he was making fun of Chyna with his I'm a rap star. They're like, see, we can like go back and forth on who's a wiener. Piccolo is very excited though. He loves CM Punk. So here comes the best in the world.
Oh.
Who's gonna be first? Is it CM Punk? Piccolo, is that who it is? Because we know the other one's not the best in the world. Oh, they're so excited they can hear him. As Piccolo says, it's motherfucking clobbering time. With a baseball bat. CM Punk is now coming down. This is your main event, everybody, of Night of Champions. It's the CM Punk versus John Cena. He said that he would never, ever come to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, CM Punk is a lying bitch.
That's
Liar.
That on his jacket is the Chicago flag symbols or whatever, the four stars with the 2 stripes.
Yeah. Stanley is like, Ric Flair had 23 different titles.
Yeah, that's the Chicago flag.
Yeah. Not surprising. His boots are too. His little shin guards. But it's 2 on one side and 2 on the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's his first career match in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Why is that? Oh, because he swore he would never, ever, ever come to Saudi Arabia to have a match. Ever, 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 ever. Liar face. Wow, I hope he's eating rotten eggs right now, because, yeah, suck it, all right. Pico is like, LOL, yep, Chicago made. People are very excited. So from far away, his little fists on their signs look like penises.
That's what I thought too. That's exactly what I thought right off.
I'm like, why did they have Wait, those are his fists. My bad.
I didn't know it until you said it, but it wasn't. I didn't know what the hell it was.
What's happening?
The signs that they're holding up because CM Punk's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So the signs that the people in the audience are holding up, when they're far away, because if you get close you can tell, but when they're far away, because he has his fists on the side of it and then there's writing on it, says it looks like 2 penises on the side. Far away, and I'm like,
He's very cocksure.
That's
like,
exactly what I thought it was
I'm
until
like,
she said something, and I
what?
was like, oh, okay, I guess it's
what
not.
is this? Oh, I'm sorry. sorry, your
Yeah.
dog's tail got
Get
stuck
it
in
hooked
it.
on his butt here.
I guess.
You can listen to him. You might talk.
No, I don't want to hear him talk. Stanley says, where are you watching this from? What do you mean, where? Our house?
The room.
Our room?
The office.
The office room. It's our room where we do all of our
Headquarters.
shows. Chris is in the chat.
The
Hey,
monitor
guys.
room.
Yeah,
The
garbage
wrestling
match.
cave instead of the bat cave.
Right.
Yeah.
All we got is monitors.
Come on, Chris. It's not a garbage match. People want to see this. People's like, that's hilarious.
CM Punk should have 5 stars. Isn't he a 5-star wrestler?
No,
not
it's
4
for
star?
that's the Chicago flag.
Oh, is it?
4 stars and then the stripes on both.
So,
My ignorance was funner, Danny. I don't want to.
I only know that because I know Chicago stuff.
Oh, I'm teasing.
So, Scarlett has a question for you. Did you watch the Lesnar versus Goldberg match? They
Absolutely.
really want to know.
Both of them. I mean, the first time.
The squash match or the botch one?
Okay, so they wrestled back in like 2002. And that one was awesome. If that's one you're talking about where Stone Cold was the referee, is that where we're at? Are we talking modern? But yes, I've seen all of them, so the answer is yes, but I don't know which one you're talking about.
Which one do you want more information about? Chris says, CM hypocrite in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, he's a big fat liar face.
He's disrespecting the title, having it on backwards.
Yeah, he's a freak.
It's
Stanley
insane.
says, what happens if John Cena loses?
He
Juan
can't.
Cena.
He can't.
He's not going to lose, guys. He's going to keep the title.
I don't.
My question is how are they going to have CM Punk lose but still keep face? Because that's where my question comes
Is this
in.
a standard match?
I think so. I don't know
There's
if it's
multitudes
anything
of
different.
different ways.
Stanley's like, what state?
Oh, are we in? The glorious Idaho. Shaped like a boot.
We're in Idaho. North of Florida. Scarlett's a Survivor Series.
Yeah, we're
a
northwest of Florida.
A Survivor Series Brock and Goldberg match?
Oh, there again, you're telling about places. Do you have dates? Or like years at least? Or a roundabout
How
time?
many matches have they had together?
3.
Oh, 3.
Travis right off 3. He knows.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about these weirdos.
So they wrestled originally back, like I said, in like 2003 or 4 or whatever it was. And they both retired at the same time. So
Brock Lesnar and Goldberg?
yeah, so they wrestled. Goldberg won, I think, and they left, and it was over. It was done. They both left. Brock went and fought in the UFC, and Goldberg went and did his thing with cars. Remember that show he had with all his cars?
Uh-huh.
It was like GTO or GTA
I
or
remember that.
anyways, he had a series on cars, and then Brock came back, and then like 2022, I don't even know when it was. Anyways, they wrestled, and Goldberg beat him for the title, and then Goldberg was champion until WrestleMania, and then he beat Goldberg at WrestleMania.
Okay.
But he was champion for a while, Goldberg,
Oh.
like November to April.
Okay.
And then he stayed around, and he's the one that beat, was it Braun Strowman to become champion? Or was it, no, he beat The Fiend.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, they took the title off The Fiend, and he beat Braun Strowman. It was a triple threat, and he beat Braun Strowman.
That's right. People says, I bet Drew or Roman shows up. Yep, my state neighbor, Idaho. Scarlett says they can make Cena lose and then squashes Dominic and win the Intercontinental Champion, the title he never won. Ew. Chris says maybe Kross should come back out and choke out Punk. It will be his next target and give him something to do with a stronger opponent, and Kross will make a statement beating up Punk.
I love it.
That's great booking,
There's
Chris, but I highly doubt that's going to happen.
Already a story going on with him and Sami Zayn. But yes.
Chris says, I thought Shane O'Mac was the best in the world.
Well,
Stanley says, Cena can lose on a count out at Russell in a cage match at SummerSlam.
well, they already have a match, though, at SummerSlam. He's going up against Cody. Whoever wins this wrestles Cody at SummerSlam. It's already guaranteed. That's what the crown is, I guess. All of a sudden, the King gets SummerSlam matches.
The Queen does too, supposedly.
Dumb booking, by the way. It's lazy, it's dumb, and it makes 0 sense.
And Scarlett says, but I don't think Cena is losing.
No, I don't
Me
think
neither.
he doesn't lose the title tonight. He could lose.
Yeah, but he's not going to lose. I don't think he's going to lose the belt either. I think he's going to keep the championship. I was just wondering how they were going to make it so that CM Punk doesn't look stupid. Because they have to do it so he doesn't look dumb.
Right. My mom brought over. She went home and brought back that pad that goes on the thing.
Your mom's weird.
I'm like, why would you do that?
She's like, hey, I don't want to come outside another.
So I bought her the same cat tower that we have, and her cat doesn't use the top two. He's first of all, he's like 30 pounds and he's massive. He's like a Maine Coon. He's like that. His body without a tail or a head is like that long, and then his head's like that, and then his tail. And anyways, but he's a long-haired cat, and so she has nothing but problems with him because she doesn't brush him every day. And so like once every 3 months she takes him to the vet and get him shaved. And they have to like put him down like to sleep for it. I used to do it. She'd just go to the vet because I mean obviously we know the vet, and I would just get like tranquilizers from them, Valium. They're actually Valium.
We
And
got
then
those for Yogi
and then I would just
for fireworks and stuff.
I'm hoping he's going to be okay. There were some fireworks the other day, and he barked at them. It's probably better than being scared.
You could get him those little Valiums when we got Yogi and just give him a little half of one, and which makes him pretty much drugged up
Does
the whole time.
Yogi bark and act tough about it, or is he scared and shaky?
He's scared.
Yeah, see, he acts tough and barks like he wants to go see what it is. So I'm not sure if that's...
Yeah, Yogi gets absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
He'll come downstairs and be shaking.
Yeah.
And,
That's too bad.
yeah, it's
Did you
terrible.
get some for this year?
Oh yeah, we got them
Okay.
always. We got like an on demand or
Yeah, so you can just call
always
him.
just sitting there. So we give it to him basically around the 4th of July, and then we give it to him first of the year.
And how big is he?
8 pounds.
Maybe borrow one or something.
Yeah.
If I need... I mean, obviously I
Yeah.
don't, but... I mean, obviously I can call her and ask.
You only give him half of one though. You don't give him a whole one.
that would be fine.
But yeah, we could definitely give you one.
Yeah, if you have an extra or something, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we got a whole bottle.
Just drug in Leopold if we, or not Leopold, but Wellington if we needed to.
For what?
The 4th of July.
Oh.
He says that he does with Yogi. They have to drug him, and they have a ongoing prescription at the vet.
Oh, like it's like gabapentin they give him, or is it like...
It's a
I
Valium.
forget what it's called, but it's dog Valium. Yeah.
It's just Valium. What we had for my mom's cats.
Well, they give him gabapentin now, cats, to take him to the vet and make them all loopy-doopies.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. I guess it reacts different on them.
But anyways, he barks and wants to fight it. You know, he's not scared. He might be scared because he's barking.
True.
But Yogi is literally goes downstairs shaking, almost pissing himself.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Meg didn't like it because if she was involved in him, she was fine.
Yeah.
But if she couldn't see them, she was scared.
Right.
Argus doesn't give a flying fuck.
Argus sleeps. Well, now he can't hear, so he'll sleep through it anyways. But back then, he didn't. He slept through it anyways.
And Naxos we just put downstairs in his kennel, and once he was in his kennel, he was fine.
Yeah, Naxos was different. Like, I think he would have been fine too, but we didn't do him in the backyard. We did him in the front yard, and I didn't want him in the front. But he didn't seem bad in the last couple of years because we didn't put him
we always
downstairs.
put him in his kennel.
Not the last year that I'm aware of. I thought he was up here with Argus.
He might have been, but he was kind of weird about it too. He would run back and forth on line.
Anyways, this is the greatest wrestling match since Edge versus Randy Orton.
Who said?
Me right now. Just came out of my mouth. Well, that's the greatest wrestling match of all time.
Because of the geriatric?
No, it was literally called the greatest wrestling match.
Geriatric?
No, there was no Jerry in it.
Yeah, it was a geriatric.
It was no actor.
He was a total geriatric. He had to come down on his rascal.
Right. And you know what's funny is he still wrestles. And that was like 5 years ago. Now he dominates AEW.
Does he?
Just
He's not even in there. I don't even know if
dominates
he's
it.
there anymore. Didn't he get hurt or
He got
something?
concertoed.
Didn't he die? Had to go home to his wife.
Old Beth.
They're like, it's fine.
Your girl fighting tonight?
No, this is it.
No, I mean.
Oh, tonight night?
Yeah, isn't your girl Shevchenko?
I haven't looked at it.
I thought she was
Schedule.
fighting tonight.
It's probably.
I'm not sure. Maybe
This is the one with what's his name, O'Malley, right?
No,
or was
he
that
fought
last
last
week?
time.
Dude, I guess I just don't.
He
pay
lost
attention.
got his butt kicked last time.
Oh yeah, he did. That's right. It's 317 UFC 317. Usually when I put UFC, it just pops up the UFC page. This time it did not. My boy fights tonight.
What was
Oliveira.
that?
Oliveira.
Oh yeah, hold on.
He'll lose. No, she was fighting. She would be. Hold on. This might be the pre-card stuff.
She might have fought last time too, actually. Now that
Yeah, I think
about
she
it.
fought last time. Yeah, there's no women on the.
Yeah, I think she did fight last time.
No women
Where's
on
this
the
one at?
card. Vegas. Trump sighting, maybe? Seems like there's a lot going on.
He was in Jersey or New York last time. Huh?
Yeah. Well, it's right there by DC.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a lot of travel when you're president like that.
Seriously, why are you kidding?
Air Force One. Have you seen their big command plane that they have? Not Air Force One, but like it's an actual air base.
I'm not sure.
So anytime that there's a major conflict or they think there's going to be a major conflict, they break it out, but it's like a 747 or whatever, but they call it like the control room or whatever. But they can run a full nuclear scale war while they're in the air.
Oh, okay. I think I have seen
It's
that.
a giant airplane. They got it out. Like they had it parked in Washington D.C. when they were bombing Iran.
It's like nuclear proof or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had it like at the runway, so people were like, "Holy shit, are we going to World War III?" But they just have to make sure it's ready, because Washington D.C. will be the first place attacked if somebody was bold enough. If you call that bold, that might just be called stupid. You know, we can't lose a war in the United States. It's impossible because of all our weapons. So either it would be a joint annihilation of everybody that attacked us, like we would die too, but they would die. Like if somebody was to do that stupid, just dumb. That's why we'll never be attacked unless it's by terrorists.
If they ever came on our any
Foreign
force came on our lead, we're all armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
So they'd have a great time going against 340 million
Americans, all armed.
whatever, all armed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way that Americans are too.
Like, dude, I couldn't imagine even like so any country, it doesn't matter. You can say China and all their people. Well, how are they going to get them here, right? They got to bring them in boats, and then they have to cross the largest body
Wars
of
just
water.
won't be fought that way anymore.
They have to be.
It's gonna be all drones and
Mhm.
whatever kinds of other.
They just wouldn't be able to get that many people here, and then you can't take over a country if you're not on the ground,
Yeah.
house to house, door to door. But,
Unless
yeah.
AI or something here soon.
Yeah, well, but I would assume, you know, it might be American ignorance or whatever, but at the same time, it's like, I assume that we're leading that as well. You know?
Hopefully.
So we're not going to be like sitting here and all of a sudden AI robots are showing up at our.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
From a different country. How'd you even know they were from a different country?
Terminator coming true and
Right.
shit. Rise of the Machines.
Dun dun dun. Some good shit. I need to watch the Terminator. I haven't seen part 2 in forever. I think I watched part 1 last year, but T2 was really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. First one's real good too.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. I just meant like visually, they, you know, had a little bit better technologies and stuff too.
better motorcycle, all kinds of stuff on there.
Mm-hmm. The semi jumping off the bridge down into the LA River. Uh-oh, can't see him. 5 knuckle shuffle. Drops it.
Oh,
There it is. Nope. They're so, like, like, they're wrestling, how they're doing it. It's just like the other one's going with it. So it's like a choreographed dance or something.
did you see that where Cena was gonna punch those, those punching bag things that
Oh, yeah.
measure?
He's missing on purpose or what?
He just faked it, and he says, "I haven't hit anybody in 25 years."
Punk up top. Oh, terrible. It's because he's too close. So he couldn't jump up. He had to kind of go down. Normally I make fun of people's elbow drops because they're not Randy Savage. But that one wasn't his fault. Oh shit. The FTSU, or FU. I don't even know if John Cena's ever even won a match with this move, but it's one of his finishers.
But it's one of his finishers, but you don't know if he's ever
Right?
won from it.
You watch Starcades, like have you ever watched the old ones, like go back and watch them or anything like that?
Probably, I don't remember right off.
So Ric Flair's like the greatest, and his move is the figure four, right? I've seen every Starcade ever. The first one was called Starcade Flair for the Gold. That was the name of it. And he wrestled Harley Race and won the championship. It was 1983. In not one of those Starcades did he win the title or a match with the figure four. I'm like, what the fuck did he use the figure four? Like, I know it was his move, but like, don't you have to win with it at some point, like for it to be your finisher? Every Starcade he won a different way, like cheating or. And I get it, he's the dirtiest player. He's the dirtiest player in the game, but still, like, most people use their finisher and then get it. But
I used to love the Boston Crab. That one I hurt like a son of a gun.
That one and the camel clutch, which is the same thing, but almost, but reversed. One by the neck and the other one's by the feet. But still, anytime your back's the wrong way, it sucks. I'm trying to remember who did the Boston Crab.
Bret Hart.
Did he do one?
Pretty sure that was his move, wasn't it?
No. His is the sharpshooter.
Well, I remember that. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought Bret Hart did it, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of somebody that actually had it as like...
I could be just thinking of the sharpshooter now that you say that.
Yeah, which is the Scorpion Deathlock. Basically.
Yeah.
So I was saying, like, I'm trying to remember anybody that did it. I know the Iron Sheik did the camel clutch, and obviously what they call it, the camel clutch there again. He called it that, so it's not racist. It's like the Black Beast,
Yeah.
in the UFC. It's not racist. His name is the Black Beast.
Like, can we say that, though?
Sure can, because if you don't, it's disrespectful. Oh. But you have to be referring to him. You can't just say every black man's a black beast or something. That would be... But you can call him that. so close. CM Punk.
He's the one that likes talking about his sweaty balls and shit, huh? The Black
He's
Beast.
the one that rips off his
Yeah.
shorts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
His name keeps popping in and out of my head, but I
He
can't.
rips off his shorts and then he talks about how he's gonna go home and fuck his wife.
No.
And he talks about his sweaty balls.
He does
and
talk.
stuff.
Why'd you take your shorts off? My balls were sweating.
Isn't he the one that talked about going home and doing his wife too?
I mean, maybe.
Isn't he the same guy?
I'm assuming it is.
He probably did, yeah.
I doubt he just says it like that, though. But yeah, I'm sure there's some loving being made. Derek Lewis.
Something like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had to get it out that time because it keeps popping in my head, but I can't hold on to it. Love him, and then the shoey guy from
Oh,
or Australia, whatever, Austria.
The Australian guy.
Yeah, the shoey. Okay, that's a finisher. He thinks he's got it.
Not because Punk.
Didn't think so. You're gonna have to do 2 or 3 of those, Cena. I guess that's more impressive
Can I
than what
snag one of
Jade
those
did.
toothpicks from you?
Oh, absolutely.
Anybody in the chat saying anything?
Probably. I don't have a clue. I mean, I don't know where you left off.
What?
What do you eat?
A quick sandwich. Why?
It just sounded crunchy.
Cheetos.
What's Cena doing? Is he just going to go grab his title and cheat?
Hmm.
I like that he's been lifting again. Notice how he's getting bigger.
I was getting the shakes.
The crowd, they must be doing something. They're saying no, 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 no. And then they cheered. Nope, CM Punk's going to get him right here. That's his finisher.
Oh,
Go to sleep. John Cena. John Cena's starting to listen to the fans. He's slowly turning babyface again. He can't stay a heel. Very poetic. It's good storytelling.
I wonder who came up with that.
They're cheering literally for both wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Or let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Dude, every punch. Are you hearing that? That's fucking crazy. Poor girls. They come out, they're just crickets. These dudes, they're cheering for every fucking move. Oh, referee's down. Oh, here it is. It's over.
but no ref.
Punk won. Oh no.
Ref though.
Oh no. Nobody there to count. 1, 2, 3. Oh god.
Oh no, you're stolen up his victory.
He did it. He earned it. Triple threat at SummerSlam. Make it happen.
Well, it's over right when he gets up now.
See how they do it.
When the new ref comes, whatever.
Oh, he's calling a new ref. Oh, it's Seth.
he going to cash in his Money in the Bank?
You could. Look at that wall, that TV wall they have back there. That's fucking crazy. I literally have enough TVs in this house to make that wall. I should do it.
What wall?
Oh, just where the referee or the wrestlers come out.
Oh,
It's just like this huge wall of TVs.
Right.
I mean, obviously not that big. It would be on one of these walls, but still. I literally have 6 monitors like this size just sitting downstairs on a table. 6. It's like, Jesus Christ. So that's there. Is it going to be a triple threat? I feel like if you were going to do a triple threat, you'd send those other 2 in and have them beat up both of them first, then go in. Wait, why are we making it about Punk?
Hmm.
Well, they're making it sound like Punk's in trouble. Punk's not in trouble. He's not the champion.
So much trouble.
Nope, there it is.
Who's he gonna beat up? Oh, he's gonna beat up CM Punk because he's awake.
And Punk can beat up both of these guys, I guess.
Let's see. So Chris had said, thought that Shayna Mac, Stanley says Cena can lose on a count out, and wrestling in a cage. But I don't think Cena's losing.
Oh, shit.
Chris said, did Jade actually win? Yes.
Yes.
Chris, Jade actually did win.
And clean.
And Chris says maybe Rock shows up. Well, it looks like Seth is. But Stanley says subject to change. Pilo says I hope Yokozuna shows up.
Yes.
Pilo.
From the Koreans.
It would be fitting for Saudi Arabia shows. Stanley says, I'll have a Pepsi now that you are up. Chris says maybe Vince and Johnny Ace return and cost Punk. Then they call in Alberto Del Rio to come take out Punk like in the Money in the Bank match. Probably needs to go outside. I didn't let him out.
Who's this? Oh, a referee. It's Charles Robinson!
I didn't.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, Cena got him.
Oh, poor Charles Robinson. Argus, what are you doing? No.
Poor Charles Robinson, that old man running full speed and got nailed.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Hey, buddy. Last time you came in here, you shit on me.
Oh, no.
You really did. You just sat down and shit on me.
Jesus, look
He
out.
probably needs to go bathroom. I didn't let him outside. I didn't know when the last time he was
Oh,
outside.
Dad
Let me
was
know what's
dead.
happening.
Okay. That guy attacked. Now they're attacking Cena.
Or is this just doing loops? Come on,
Okay.
buddy.
It's like I can't see. My time is not now.
Uh-oh,
So-
who's coming out now? Oh.
Oh my goodness. It's that guy Penta. He's coming out because of Braun Breaker beating up Chyna. So Braun's going to go meet him up on the ramp. They're having a good old fight on the ramp now. Yeah, so that's what's happening there. Yeah, I said that. I said Penta. I said the right one. Yes. Got it. Anyways, Chris said maybe Vincent and Johnny Ace, and then Piccolo said, love that ending. God, that was during the COVID era. Such a slow burn of a match. Chris said, no, Travis, the greatest wrestling match of the generation would be Gunther versus Omega, but it probably would never happen. Chris says, or in WWE, Gunther versus Roman. Piccolo says, my favorite match, Edge match of all time was the one
Who's
where
that?
he pins
Sammy.
Beulah McGillicuddy, while Tommy Dreamer is knocked out cold and both Terry Funk and Mick Foley are stuck in a bed of barbed wire. Great time.
That's some old school.
Stanley said, when the hell is this Chyna match? Because the post show is set for 4:05. Scarlett says, where is the woman? And Piccolo says, it's 2025 and I have to see that BS 5-knuckle shuffle. Chris says, don't forget about the walls of Jericho, basically the Boston Crab. Rock did a sharpshooter. Piccolo says, Texas Cloverleaf, 2 3/4. When you guys were talking about that move, by the way. Scarlett says, who did win? Well, nobody's won yet.
It's not over.
It's not over yet with the
There's
Cena
no
and CM
referee.
Punk.
The referee is out.
Two
for
of
a
them.
long time. He must
Oh,
have,
God.
He missed.
He must have
That's because he
died.
got pushed by CM Punk pushed him. Oh, no. Oh. Don't break your back, Cena.
Cena's so strong. He did that to the Big Show. He's fine.
I know, but he's like 20 years older now.
That's true.
Word says, what time is it? It's John Cena and CM Punk time,
Now
I
will
guess?
CM Punk take advantage of this?
Pickle says, Cena scheming. Words is in the chat. Says, I too heard a crunching noise. No, Daniel Bryan. Yeah, I was eating chips. Pickle says, this is the E's version of the AEW hockey fight. Well, it's a dusty finish. Who shows up? And Chris is like, Rollins. And Piccolo says, yeah, Sethy Poo just wants blood out of my boy. Chris says, Roman might show up, crowd cheering. Piccolo says, now a paid ref. Ooh, that's hilarious. And then Chris said, Penta. And then Sami Zayn, please come out. Cross. And then Piccolo says, everybody has issues with Heyman crew. And then Chris says, motherfucking Sami beat Cross. Yeah, he did. It was dumb as fuck. And Scarlett says, who did win? Who did won? Nobody yet.
Not over. There's no referee, but right now we got John Cena and CM Punk facing off in the center of the ring. They basically have to be friends to fight what they were just fighting.
Mm-hmm. Doubtful.
A hockey fight will start here. Cena's still a heel. He'll kick him in the balls.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it on his face.
Of course. He has no soul. Chris says Chino with MJF
Uh-oh.
nut shot.
There it is. Look who's coming in, though.
Oh shit! With the
Did
money.
CM
Briefcase
Punk-
to the cranium.
Did CM Punk
Curb stomp. Punk's done. Cena's going to win this. There's no referee, though. Oh, there's a referee. Where'd he come from?
he was the one in the first part that got
Oh, no.
broken.
He comes out right there.
It's funny how he woke up like that. He like woke up and he's like, I have a job.
Yeah, after he got kicked out earlier.
Seth Rollins.
People's like, God damn it, Seth curb stomp. And Chris says Chino wins. Okay, shouldn't that be a loss for Rollins, LOL?
Yeah, it should be, but there was no referee to take the briefcase to ring the bell to make it a triple threat.
He brought one with him, but John Cena clotheslined his ass.
Yeah.
Like, badly.
Just full out shoulder block.
Mm-hmm. No, they're just showing,
The
replaying
replay.
what just happened, guys.
John Cena did it. Champion of the world. And there's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky.
And we all knew that John Cena wasn't going to lose. I just wanted to know how they were going to make CM Punk lose.
Mm-hmm. Seth Rollins. Makes sense. Seth's hair's getting long, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He needs to wrestle Dominic Mysterio in a hair versus hair match. They used to have those all the time.
Is he telling him to watch this?
I was hoping that what they were doing with Dominic Mysterio while he was growing his hair out is for a hair versus mask match against his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And
And then they didn't.
They just didn't. And so
They're
now,
letting him have his mullet.
now he's this like white trash trailer park looking dude.
With his weird mustache.
Uh-huh.
He's got on his, whatchamacallit.
That's it.
His Piccolo says Ron Killings pop-up. Right? Alright, everybody. Well, that's the end of the Night of Champions pay-per-view that happened in Saudi Arabia. You can look online for all the people that won.
That's me. Turning it off.
But,
It should still work.
what's his face won? What was his face? What was the first match of the night?
It was Cody.
Oh, yeah. Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes is your King of the Ring winner. And then they had a ladies match of Raquel versus Rhea. Rhea won that even with flat face, what's her face coming in and messing everything up. And then they had Kross and Sami Zayn. And Sami won that one. They had Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Solo Sikoa is your new United States champion. And then they had the women's Queen of the Ring match between Asuka and Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill won that. And then they did the final match. Is that all of them? Did I get them all? The final match of the night of CM Punk versus John Cena. And Cena won, and he is still the champion. And now they're just showing CM Punk out there crying because he's a big baby.
Oh, look, Charles Robinson's getting up.
Oh, no. He made it.
Look, Punk can't sit up.
He can't get up.
A lot of people just roll on their sides and get up like normal people.
Yeah. Anyway,
the
Santa said,
Undertaker.
did Cena win? Yeah, he
Yes.
did. Beagle says, okay, it's Oba. King and Queen, congratulations, Cody and Jade Cargill. And Chris says, this hurts Kross momentum. Beagle says, it's Yo Queen to be. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We're pretty sure that tomorrow we're going to have, whatchamacallit? Not tomorrow, but Monday, they'll have a regular
Yeah,
Raw.
Raw's going to be on, but it's on 2 hours earlier. So do not try to watch Raw at the normal time or you won't see it.
So, yeah. So, anyways, so the last match, John Cena won. So, anyways. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate it. We'll see you on Monday, if then. Have a great night.
Thanks for watching wrestling.